everybody. Hello. And hello to Moon, and hello to Lern.
Hello. And also
Rafe
with you.
and King Scott.
Good morning, sir.
Howdy.
Howdy.
Monday, and we are live.
What's up, man? Happy Monday.
Oh, happy Monday to
You
everybody,
sound
actually. I feel good today.
Good.
I feel good. I feel energized.
Really?
What happened?
I mean, I had a nice weekend.
Is it the eclipse? Are you feeling a little eclipse energy?
Mm-hmm.
You putting your moon water out?
Maybe a little bit.
Okay.
Maybe a little bit.
You feeling cool, brother?
Yeah. Are you cool, man?
I was going to say, I'm ready now.
Man,
thanks
those
to-
glasses look sweet.
Bro, you
we
feeling the
just-
Eclipse
Right.
energy, dude?
Dude, those are rad.
Those are sweet, right?
Uh-huh.
Oh, man. This is so cool.
Yeah, brah.
Yeah, Rafe was doling out the Eclipse glasses. Did you get yours, Scott?
No, I didn't. They're in there?
Rafe's got a pair for
You're
you.
in here, buddy.
Yay. Thank you, man.
Hey, are you going to put eclipse glasses on your dogs?
No.
No, because the
No.
dogs don't look at the sun.
Oh.
Yeah, they don't care.
Actually,
When was the last time you
animals
saw
get
your
weird.
dog look at the sun?
I don't know.
Oh, you don't have any dogs?
I don't have any dogs.
No, I saw somebody was concerned about that and asked
I looked it up.
asked a scientist, and the scientist said, "Nope, you're a dummy.
Yeah.
It's fine."
Apparently, the animals do get a little weird, though, so prepare.
Yeah.
They said the dogs should be fine.
dogs.
No, dogs are going to be fine.
My dog's weird anyway. She's totally flipped. This is a different dog. Somebody replaced this dog, gave me a different personality. Totally different dog. Used to be quiet, not care about anybody, and now she's the freaking... I even screamed at her last night. I said, you used to be a good neighbor, and now you're the worst. You're the worst neighbor. She goes out there, I'm like, hey, no bark, man. No bark. We got a deal? And she gives me the look like, yeah, we got a deal. I'll be fine.
Have a little midlife crisis.
Yeah,
And
well,
then she goes
listen,
out there and screams at everything. Everything.
They're sweet, aren't they?
She's a suitor.
they said the dogs may act a little, if anything, maybe slightly nervous, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
now if you have a giraffe, they will be affected.
Sure.
That is true.
And I do.
Because it's so
I
close.
just got one this weekend.
They're so close to the eclipse.
I don't know. I was reading like, okay, I gotta look. Damn, I
Here we
find
go.
this article again.
On the way
Was it
in, though,
Nat
today,
Geo?
did you guys hear the birds? They are so loud, and they're just yapping and talking.
Ooh-wee.
It's pretty
See?
neat.
Yeah.
The average indoor cat or dog is likely not going to be affected by the eclipse. Okay, so settle down.
Well,
everybody.
mine are special, so I guess they're going to be affected. They're not normal.
Remember last time when it happened, like it was a noticeable difference around, and we were like right by the highway too. But you could hear the birds kind of stop, and then
Yeah.
it was different feel.
Not
Animals
quiet.
started making different sounds, and then they were like, "Oh, never mind, just kidding. It's day again. We'll chirp." It's kind of fun.
That was pretty cool how that worked. Even the bugs
Yeah,
were a little more quiet.
it was really neat. What month was it last time? Was it? It was like dead summer,
June.
right?
June, I think.
August.
I just remember it was a gorgeous day.
It was.
Like gorgeous. Today they're thinking, maybe some clouds, maybe they're
Yeah,
not sure.
What I'm reading is high clouds.
High clouds.
Which is usually where they're at.
High.
High clouds shouldn't affect things too badly in our area. That was the last that I read. A couple days ago, they were saying it's going to be cloudy and we're probably going to miss it.
Really?
But, well, yeah, for us in the area, not down in Carbondale area.
Great.
But now these clouds are apparently going to be high and not as big of an issue as they initially thought.
Good.
But don't
Oh.
take my word for it.
Here it is. Expect your giraffe to start galloping
Good.
during the eclipse.
Well, I was listening to a podcast on the way in, my friend Bobby's podcast, and he actually looked it up and had a scientist on, and they were saying it's funny because the NPR and New York Times put out an article like, do not put 3D glasses on your dog, or do
Right.
not put eclipse glasses on your dog. It will do more harm than good. They have no intention of looking directly into the sun, and they are likely to paw them off their face, causing
Right.
injury, or eat them. And I'm like, the fact that article had to be published is hilarious to me. But
Well,
they
because
did
of people
say,
like Lern who are concerned about our furry friends.
Right.
Man, I was going to
Hey.
go to the zoo and see the elephants with their glasses and all the.
Yeah.
I thought everyone was going to
Well,
have
today is Zoo Lovers Day. That is true. Today is Zoo Lovers Day.
they did say the animals will get confused about mating.
Tortoises, especially.
They said there might be a lot of banging, a lot of animal kingdom banging.
So
My
stay
friend
away
Jeff
from
has
animals.
tortoises. I'm going to have to see what's
They
up
say
at his
specifically tortoises
house. Like big
will
old...
get all horny.
Really?
Nice.
Yeah, they get up like horny tortoises.
Big old banging
Wait for
tortoise.
Jeff about that.
I'm horny and a tortoise. Let's do it in like 20 minutes. It's going to take so long. By the time they get across the little enclosure to the female tortoise, the eclipse is over.
Well, it's going to start here in St. Louis at 12:42.
Yeah.
The eclipse will start. It's not going to peak until about 2. So there's time. There's time. Here's a scientist, an astronomer, talking about today.
The sun is 400 times bigger than the moon, but by happy coincidence, it is also 400 times further away. So from our perspective, they are the same size.
Yeah. Are there?
The sky and everything else.
Oh, I'm sorry. Are there any odd things that are going to happen today?
The sky and everything else around you, the wind sometimes starts to pick up. Animals get confused. The streetlights come on. It's not like nighttime. The sky takes on this sort of fish scaly, shimmery quality, and you will freak out.
Sir, listen, I know you're busy at your son's soccer game, but can I interview you
Right.
about this?
Wait.
What is that?
It's B-roll. It's like, this is from CBS Sunday Morning, so there's
Okay.
like B-roll going behind
That's
him.
so silly.
I'm sorry, I have to ask the astronomer a question.
Okay.
During the eclipse, can I remove my glasses?
Looking directly at the sun can permanently damage your vision, which is why you need eye protection.
Once totality hits, you can take the glasses off because there's not much light coming from the sun. Once the sun starts to come out again, you do need to remember to put your glasses back on.
Okay, I am a photographer. Do you have any tips for me?
Yes.
See your first eclipse, photograph your second. And I have seen this personally where there is an eclipse and the person is not looking up, they're fiddling with their camera, and then before you know it, the eclipse is gone. You never saw it, and you didn't get the picture.
Yeah.
Wow, that would
dummies.
suck.
Yeah, I mean,
Dummies.
yes, that would suck, but like, it doesn't happen in 3 seconds. Like, I think you could probably do both. I
Yeah.
think you could pop the glasses on, glance up at the sky, and still try to get your Nikon situated.
Yeah,
It
it'll be-
doesn't seem like an either-or situation. to
Well,
me.
we're getting like 98.5%
Yeah, for a
coverage.
while.
It's just like 4 minutes.
Yeah. So, like, you could get your camera rocking.
Yeah, but you're packing your bowl at the time. I mean, there's a lot going on.
I know. You try to get the glasses on the dog.
I'm going to be trying to get my
Your
glasses on my cat.
My tortoise is
bowl's
humping it.
packed.
My tortoise is having sex.
This
My
all-
giraffe is galloping across my yard.
I know we've been talking about this for 10 years, but it really sneaked up on me.
Dude, you know what's so cool though? I was watching CBS Sunday Morning was down in McAnda, Illinois, and interviewing this guy. And I told Tim yesterday we were on a walk. I go, you know what? Like, I kind of want to go down to McAnda. I'm not going to because everybody's going to be in McAnda. But this one little silver shop, this guy made 1,000 different pieces of jewelry that are going to be blessed by the eclipse. And I'm like,
Oh, Jesus.
I want that. He handmade that, and he's like so excited. And he's like, I won't be around for the next one.
All right, well,
Oh, Lord.
I was reading today. Overwhelming eclipse crowd expected at Elephant Rocks and other Missouri parks in Path 2.
Yeah, man.
So, STLtoday.com, one of Missouri's best-known geologic wonders, is expected to play host to an overwhelming crowd during the astronomical rarity that will darken the skies of southeast Missouri for several minutes, April 8th. Visitors to Elephant Rock State Park, home to the well-known spread of granite boulders that generations of visitors have explored, may experience limited access and overwhelming due to the eclipse crowd. That's on the park's website. Officials warned, you may experience long delays and lack of parking. The message recommends the nearby Battle of Pilot Knob State Historic Site
Heck yeah, Fort
as an
Davidson.
alternative.
That place rules. Nobody's ever there. That's my spot.
Really?
Yeah.
That's what they're saying to go.
I
They
drove
got-
down to Cape this weekend, and they already have like the warnings up for parking, for traffic, everything going on 55.
Oh, they're saying do
Perryville.
not park on the side of the road.
Yeah, it's gonna be a mess.
There's going to be
yeah.
signs everywhere like don't just pull your car over.
Right.
It's not the day to do it because it's too cold, but it is a shame that they don't let you swim anymore at Elephant Rocks. We used to swim in those quarries.
Yep.
It was awesome.
I've done
Imagine swimming in the
That'd be
eclipse.
so
in the
cool.
eclipse water.
In the
Yes.
eclipse water.
That'd be awesome.
So that's Battle of Pilot Knob State Historic Site alternative, and said there will be a shuttle service and additional parking. In total, there are 20 state parks and historic sites in the path of Totality that'll be open for visitors. Do not expect to find a camping site or cabin.
Perryville had a good story, too. They're not raising any prices down there. They're like, we just want people to come back to Perryville after the eclipse. So, and a lot of people are going to be down there because it's in the totality. And I think that's really neat of the community to say, we're not trying to jack anybody's prices up. We just want you to come back to Perryville.
The gas will be $15 a gallon today.
Man, can you imagine?
They can't control that.
At the top of Elephant Rocks, getting like a good one of those rocks that most people can't climb up, and you get up there and just lay
There's going to be
down.
1 million people there.
Not up on the top of certain spots, But that is a place I don't want to be with a ton of people.
Yeah, no.
Remember, my wife and I did the Angels Landing, like the coolest hike ever with the most amazing payoff in Zion. And there was so many people and a bunch of colleges on spring break, and I was like, oh, man.
That's when you have to climb the rope.
Angels Landing.
Use the rope, right?
Yeah. And somebody died the week before, and I'm on the chain, and I'm like this, and it's like literally 1,000 feet this way and 10,000 feet this way, and these college kids are jumping around because they think they're immortal. I was like, cool, I'm done. I'm not going to be up here with these, these guys. They're going to bump me, and I'm dead.
In addition to Elephant Rocks and Pilot Knob, you go to the Felix Valley House State Historic Site, Hawn State Park, St. Joe State Park, Missouri Mine State Historic Site, Johnson Shut-In State Park, Tom Sauk Mountain State Park, Trail of Tears State Park, Bollinger Mill Site Historic Site. I'm sorry, Bollinger Mill State Historic Site, Sam A. Baker State Park, Grand Gulf State Park, Morris State Park. And there's a lot. I mean, you don't have to go to Elephant Rocks.
It's pretty cool.
Where are you going to be?
Home.
Oh,
You guys want to come over and jump on trampolines and watch?
that'd be cool.
Thought that'd be fun.
Yeah. I guess you could just stay home. That's one way to go about it.
That's right.
The sun is everywhere.
I'm going home. I'm going to go home.
Are you going to be able to see the sun from your back?
Sure.
Okay. I don't want you to miss out.
No, I'm not going to miss out.
I
mean, it starts at 12:42. It's not going to peak until 2, so.
Does your backyard face the west?
Sure.
Okay. I'm going to go on a bluff and face west. That's what my plan today is.
Sure, I'll sit on I got a deck on the second floor. I'll sit there and nap. Maybe take a nap at first, and then
Be napping.
it's gonna get a little
You're
dark.
going to nap first? I hope you sleep through the eclipse.
Oh, man.
Yeah, what? I'm sitting on a lounge.
You know it's really dark? Sleep.
Yeah.
It's a great eclipse.
I'm going to eclipse myself.
The eclipse of your eyelids is 100% coverage wherever you are.
Yeah, it's gonna get dark, and I'm gonna just be lying there. It's gonna be nice. It's supposed to be warm today as well.
Sleep outside.
And it's gonna be in the upper 70s today.
Yeah, close to 80.
High of 80.
Nice.
Woo, man,
It's going to be nice.
It's gonna be nice.
It's going to be for this event I'm doing in Litchfield is cool, man.
Oh yeah, you're out in Litchfield.
Yeah. If anybody's looking for anything to do, the Litchfield Drive-In. Skyview Drive-In. Doors are at 10. Me and 2 other comics are performing, and then Steve Ewing's band is going on at 4. Then they're showing an independent movie after dark. You get to watch a drive-in movie. And if you buy a ticket, you get automatically entered into a raffle for a PS5. I didn't realize this event.
Whoa.
That's off the chain, dude.
Whoa, dude, a PS5.
Thanks.
This
Those
is
are
my
tough to find.
This is my Eclipse PS5, dude. This is blessed by the Eclipse, dude. It's got an extra level. It's got an extra unlocked
Well,
character.
listen, you got the conspiracy theorists all up at a tizzy.
Oh, yeah. Everybody's on high alert.
Everybody's on high alert.
Like the witches are on high alert. The Christians are on high alert. Everybody's up
Everybody's
in the sky
on.
today.
Well, have you heard about
Not
some
the
of these?
scientists.
No.
They're the only
Neil
people
deGrasse
that are calm.
Tyson is just cool as a cucumber. He don't care.
Yeah, I follow this scientist on Instagram. She does great, little 5-minute lectures or whatever. And she put in her stories today, marked safe from thinking the eclipse is anything except the sun passing in front of the moon. I thought that was pretty funny.
You want to hear about some of the
Let's
conspiracy
go.
theories?
Yes.
Sure.
So you know the particle collider? Where's that in Europe?
It's in
CERN?
Switzerland,
Yeah,
right?
CERN. Is that in Switzerland?
I think so.
Is that in Geneva? It's in Geneva.
I think so, yeah.
So one conspiracy has it that the CERN will start up today, the particle collider,
Yes.
to open a portal during the eclipse.
Will Dr. Manhattan be there?
So that could happen. I'm going to say, of all these conspiracy theories, I'm going to say one of these will happen today. So CERN will start up on April 8th today and open a portal during the eclipse.
Wow, that'd be cool.
To where?
Who knows, man?
Branson.
That's the
They
thing.
didn't get that far.
That's the
They didn't
thing.
get that far.
It's a Branson.
Yeah, what if it's like, dude, a portal, and you just walk through it, and you're 2 feet to the left.
Yo.
Yeah, wow.
You know,
Actual portal.
You know how cool that would be if it opened to Branson? If we could go down to Branson, do the little fire in the hole roller coaster, and then boop,
Be back.
head over to Geneva.
Heck yeah.
No, you walk through and you look around after. You go, where am I? Oh, it's a Dixie Stampede.
It's the Loves in Texarkana.
What a dream.
That'd be awesome.
This is USA Today, and they're debunking all these
Wow.
conspiracies.
Thank you for going out on a limb,
Yeah.
USA Today, and debunking the Hadron Collider portal theory.
Is it proof they're still good?
They say the
window.
Post is wrong. Both the timing and the nature of CERN's work. CERN's equipment began operating in March, a month before the eclipse, and the technology is nowhere near strong enough to open a portal or black hole.
Gosh, dang it.
Okay, the solar eclipse today will cause 3 to 5 days of darkness. They're saying that also is false.
Well,
At nighttime.
it depends on where you're at.
3 to 5 days of darkness. They say the claim is nonsense.
Unless you go down into the basement
Yeah.
and see it from there.
And there's no windows down
And you
there.
stay there
The entire planet will not go dark for days.
till Friday.
Only those located in the narrow path of totality will experience any significant darkness, and experts say that will last for only 4 minutes. NASA is launching 3 rockets at 3 moons during the eclipse.
Whose moons?
Ganymede, Io,
And our
Titan.
Target.
And our moon.
And Delirious.
and thee.
And Valjean.
Yeah, the Moon Valjean.
No.
Not true. NASA does plan to launch 3 rockets during the eclipse today, only to study the effect on the upper atmosphere. And USA Today points out the Earth only has 1 moon,
And he's right here.
though many other objects, such as satellites, orbit the planet too. I think we talked about this on Friday. Eclipse crosses 7 cities named Nineveh.
None of your business.
Crosses the 2017 eclipse path in Little Egypt, Illinois.
Scary.
They say partially false. This attempt to link the eclipse to biblical locations whiffs on the details. There are only 2 Ninevehs, not 7, inside the April 8th eclipse path in totality. The other 5 Ninevehs will just see partial eclipse. The eclipse paths do cross in Little Egypt, but that's a large region, not a town. Okay. A Birdman was seen days before the solar eclipse.
Michael Keaton.
Yeah. Wow. Battlehawk.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
40,000 of them.
Experts say the concept of a Birdman is logically impossible because you're idiots.
There,
No
this
man
report.
wants to mate with a bird, dude.
Tell you what,
this-
USA Today's clawing its way back as a credible news source.
Yeah, I was to say this reporting's stupid because they've never been to Sesame Street.
That's what I'm talking about.
Here we go. 3 rockets being launched by NASA during the eclipse are part of a, quote, sex magic ritual.
Tight.
Now, this is where we could possibly all
where
be
I
down,
think this is,
right?
this is some truth to this.
Okay.
Yes, because if anything oozes sexuality, it's NASA scientists.
I mean, kind of.
They say there is no evidence that the rockets are tied to any ritual, sexual, magical, or otherwise.
Yeah.
But if you do want to have sex during this eclipse, my hat is off to you. Take the day off, right?
I do.
4 minutes of totality,
Eclipsing.
That's what they want you to believe, you sheep.
and then you have the explosions right as full.
What is happening with
I
you?
mean-
This eclipse has caused
This
you
new plan.
go find Birdman and make love to Birdman during the eclipse. And have little bird people.
Western facing bluff out. Sexual eclipse in. I am.
And
Hello.
it's a sexual eclipse.
Ooh.
Baby, you in the path of totality.
Yes.
I'm part tortoise,
Part bird.
and I'm part bird, and I'm looking for love.
And I just found
But
little.
only 4 minutes worth. Don't want to be greedy.
Well, and you know, everybody's going nuts because what, Friday there was an earthquake
Yeah.
in New York.
Which they never happen any other time of year.
This was a big one, though. This was bigger than
It was a 4-pointer.
4.8. It's not California, dopey.
It's a nice. It rattles. It makes your, pictures crooked. It's pretty serious.
I mean, that's not something they normally get over
I
there.
know.
Scott, you were one with the Jesus. I mean, do you feel that this is the rapture today?
No, I don't. I don't know. We won't know the time or place. So,
Okay.
And I just think it's too much on the nose if it is the case. But no, I think we're
That's kinda
more than
hacky.
fine. I think you're gonna see tomorrow. There's gonna be a lot of people
All right.
very
Okay.
upset and embarrassed about their.
True story. So my son at his lunch table, there's a kid that's quite religious, and he's been talking about the rapture a lot with this eclipse. And my boy comes home and he's like, hey, blah, 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 said something about the rapture again, and I said to him last night, I'm like, you keep talking about this rapture thing. Are you believing this?
Oh.
Nah, man, no. But hey, just in case though, what
What are we going to do?
what's the deal with this rapture thing?
What'd you say to him?
Like, it's gonna be fine.
Okay.
Put the glasses on.
I don't want to be Kirk Cameron's left behind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
It'd be pretty hacky of the Lord to do it on a solar eclipse. If we know not the time and place, like, come on. He wouldn't do that. She wouldn't do that. They wouldn't do that. Come on.
But I do think it is a good practice to sit here and think, like, what happens if it is the last time on this planet?
Yes.
What would I have done differently? What could I change and make better in the future?
Well, we got Sex Time Fun Facts coming up, so that'll be
Mind blowing in itself.
that'll be good.
That's good.
And the sex toy of the week is something you could have done different.
Yeah. Yes.
I promise you that, and it is Eclipse themed.
Yes. Yeah, I think we'll be fine, guys.
Yeah.
We're fine. But the boy's been talking about it a lot, and
I'm
I
sure.
go, are you what's going on there?
Hey, have a good study if he needs it.
Here's the thing, though. There is one
On
cult
Revelation.
somewhere out probably in America, let's be honest. There's a cult. This is it. This is the moving of the goalpost. That something is supposed to happen today for them.
Are they gonna put on their
The meteor with an alien behind it or something. So they're going to put on their tracksuits.
they put on their Nike tracksuits?
Yep. And they're going to all stir up the Kool-Aid and wait. They're going to have it
bunk
ready.
beds.
But are they on a field trip? I mean, like, if they're based in Nebraska, they're
man, they
they're
got
all heading to
Airbnb.
Illinois right
They all
now.
They got an
Flew in.
Airbnb.
They're going to wrap themselves in bubble wrap, put tinfoil hats on, and then the sun's going to go away for a minute and come back.
Nah,
And
they
then-
they booked out their VRBO
Yeah.
way in advance.
And then,
But it is a field trip like that. Yeah.
Pastor Daryl's going to have some explaining to do. Let's just put it that way.
Well,
You said if we snorted this cocaine off a buck knife, we'd go ride the meteor today. And he's like, well,
I said ride the lightning.
turns out plans have changed, my children.
yeah, there'll be some excuse and the
Yeah.
goalpost to move. And
Oh, yeah. It's moving.
Well, good luck, everybody.
I am going to be a little freaky, and because NPR released a little article yesterday where they talked to this astrologer woman, and she and her mom have been studying astrology and kind of witchy stuff for like many, many decades. And so they were saying, if you have crystals, bring them with you and like hold them up as the eclipse is happening, gives them new energy. That's all I'm
Okay.
going
It'll
to say.
sunburn you real good.
So I will be having my amethyst and my quartz.
I'm going to put them right
Looking
in front
like
of
a
my
freak.
eyeballs. Mm-hmm. Let the crystals charge my eyes and see if I get like superpowers.
Well, here's what you need to know today. All right, the shadow of today's eclipse crosses into South Texas at 1:27 p.m. Central and ends in Maine about an hour later at 3:35 p.m. Eastern. Again, it starts in St. Louis at 12:42. The biggest storyline this weekend was cloud cover, and would this whole thing be a bust? High clouds are saying today for St. Louis. A poll found half of Americans watched the last solar eclipse in 2017. Most of the country will need to wait until 2045 for the next one.
Dang. And where's that going to cross?
Not sure.
2045?
Most of the country will need to wait until 2045 for the next one. Although Alaska will get one in 2033, also Montana and North Dakota in 2044. The path to totality is crossing over a couple cities and towns with perfect names like Shadowland, Texas, and Moon, Oklahoma, and Corona, Missouri, Sun Valley, Ohio, Moon Beach, New York, Eclipse Island in Canada.
Cool.
Don't look up New Jersey.
A handful of people will get to brag about seeing the eclipse from 30,000 feet up. Delta scheduled a flight from Austin to Detroit that aligns with the path of totality.
Hey, the path of totality in 2044 eclipse will be northern Mexico, Texas to Maine. So something somewhat similar.
Well, 2045.
Well, this just says 2044, 2045. So there might be.
Montana and North Dakota get one in 2044.
That's what I found, Montana.
Oh, I see.
It's basically all north, and then it comes down as far south as Montana.
Gotcha.
Again, Delta scheduled that flight from Austin to Detroit that aligns with the path today. The last couple seats sold for more than $1,100 one way. Do you need to do anything to protect your pets? And they said, unless your dog normally likes to stare directly into the sun, probably not.
Mm-hmm.
That said, NASA is running a big study today to look at how animals react. As the temperature drops and it gets dark, birds and other wildlife tend to act funny because they think it's nighttime. This seems dumb. This seems dumb, but it's not. Could the eclipse disrupt cell service?
Mm-hmm.
Not the eclipse itself, but an influx of tourists along the path of totality could overwhelm cell towers in some spots.
Yo, here's the map for the 2045. It's not even touching Missouri. I mean, almost. Arkansas. We're heading to Arkansas.
There you go.
Arkansas.
Or look at that. Oh, can you imagine being up in the Rockies in Colorado?
2045?
Dude, I'm going to be at Diamond
20
State Park
years?
in 2045 because I bet that day you're going to hit big time diamond.
21 years?
It's
I'm gonna
gonna
be in Florida.
It's gonna make the diamonds surface and
years.
glimmer.
Yeah.
It's going to go right over your house.
It's going to right over my house in Florida, so
Oh yeah,
neato.
Florida.
so we're good.
You'll
Can we
be
come
here,
down?
and
You
I'll
don't wanna
be
come.
here.
I'll be living
Well,
in the
I don't,
panhandle.
but can everybody else go?
Mark your calendars, August 12th, 2045.
Riz's house.
Get your
Florida.
glasses now.
All those tourists are also why we're seeing many emergency alerts about the eclipse over the past month. A lot of small towns along the path aren't used to having so many people around. Some schools around the country canceled class today, partly because they didn't want to be responsible for kids staring at the eclipse and hurting their eyes. Conspiracy idiots have been telling people to just stare at the eclipse with no eye protection.
You like that?
Yeah. I just pictured a bunch of optometrists doing that.
Well-
Like, hey, you guys should stare at the sun.
I was listening to my friend's podcast this morning, and he brought up a good point. And he's like, what did cavemen do? What did cave people do when the eclipse happened? Like, they were keen to that. Did they have to learn the hard way?
No, they didn't look at it.
Did an entire... How do you know?
Because there was a study done, and indigenous people, native people, would go into the cave and they would not be outside for it.
Yeah, because they thought it was some...
They thought it was like a god or a demigod
Yeah.
or something.
Good thing.
They had no explanation. They had no Neil deGrasse Tyson.
They would go
So-
pray.
Somebody eventually had to look up, right?
Sure.
Well, they
Be
might
like
have had
one
the
guy
glasses.
that was
on.
Well, it's the whole staring at it. I mean, you can look at the sun.
What if, like,
just
that
saying.
was the, and this is a weird thought, but what if, like, the first person who ever did look at the eclipse, like, thousands of years ago, and then that changed their cellular level, and then that was how hereditary blindness started?
Whoa.
Okay.
She took a CBD gummy.
Okay.
before.
It's eclipse.
You're on it today.
Hey, man.
God.
Hey, man, check this out.
You know,
What if?
NASA felt the need to debunk a myth that you can't eat during the eclipse. The idea is it somehow poisons food because the radiation from the sun is different. NASA goes, that is not true, so feel free to
Oh, that's good.
eat.
I'm out of
Whatever.
snacks anyway. We bought $25 worth of dried mango because it's like $12 a bag. And my freaking kids and me, we cleared it in a day. And there goes my Eclipse snacks. But can you believe that $25
What
worth
a
of stuff
tragedy.
in a day? It is a tragedy. The whole house was up in all sorts of trouble
You
yesterday.
guys okay?
I guess we're going to be all right, but it's hard to
Well,
make it
I
through.
tell you what, in other food news, a couple restaurant chains have deals today, like a Burger King has a buy one, get one Whopper.
Really?
Chili's has a free appetizer deal.
The whole day or only if you miss the eclipse?
Pizza Hut has a $12 pizza called Total Eclipse of the Hut.
cute.
Is it moon-shaped?
Yeah.
They've taken a big bite out
Yes,
of
it is. Yes,
Full
it is.
moon-shaped.
Here's a fun fact. There are good and bad colors to wear during the eclipse. So red and green stand out in low lighting and look best in photos.
Okay.
Black, white, gray, and brown, worst colors to wear today.
Oh,
So,
no.
There you go.
Nice.
There you go. All right, no more eclipse talk for the time being. There's other things to cover.
Okay.
Like today, okay, today. So the holidays today. Today is Zoo Lovers Day. Today is Trading Cards for Grown-Ups Day.
Ah.
Okay.
I have some in my office.
You do have like rock and roll.
Oh, that's right.
1980s heavy metal trading cards.
Today is National Empanada Day.
Delish.
Love empanadas.
Empanada. What's that again? Remind?
It's like almost a hand pastry filled with savory,
Like a hand pie.
like
Or sweet.
or sweet, South American.
sweet bread.
Oh yeah, look at that. It's like
An
a
apple
it's a little
empanada.
taco pastry.
Yeah.
But
Boy,
this
there's
is,
a place at the Foundry.
this is filled with what? This is beef.
You can do whatever you want with
You can
it.
do whatever you want.
want,
Put
dude.
chicken in there. You
I
wanna
love a
put,
sweet empanada.
You want to put
Yeah.
sweet stuff in there? You can do that too.
So this is
From
just
a
a
place yesterday that had Nutella empanadas. Sounded good.
this looks like a dry dumpling, like a South American dumpling.
we
It's
didn't
like a
grab
South,
bread.
it's like a
Phyllo dough,
South
isn't it?
American like calzone almost.
Ah, yes, calzone.
Yep.
God bless.
That's what it looks like.
Yummy.
There's a place inside. There's a South American place inside the Foundry that sells them, and they're like $2 a piece.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you get them in a paper bag, and it's so greasy that the paper bag is translucent by the time you get back.
Oh,
the
because
best.
What I want.
because it's fried.
Yeah.
When we went to Costa Rica, that was what? It was like a big national dish. And when we had ladies come cook for us.
Yeah.
Breakfast empanadas. Woo. They're still the best. It was awesome.
Well, let's celebrate today.
This says fried empanadas, raisins, and hard-boiled eggs are key flavorful ingredients.
I mean, you can put whatever you want in there.
Raisins.
Today is also National Dog Fighting Awareness Day.
Okay.
I'm aware.
I'm aware too.
I will not fight a dog today then.
That's very
I'm
kind.
aware. Let me see here. Today is International Feng Shui Day.
Love it. Are you feng shuied at your home? I imagine you are, your wife.
Yes,
Okay. Good.
but she did it and didn't tell me. Like, so when we moved, and the whole Feng Shui thing this is nonsense too. Is
It is not. The energy of your home is everything.
it's just nonsense. But if it makes my wife happy, fine. If she wants, the bed facing a certain way, fine.
Yeah, don't ever have your headboard up against a window, okay? Because when you dream, your dreams are out the window. You want to keep them contained.
And what is Feng Shui? It's you put furniture or things in the house.
Where the energy
Sure.
flows through.
So you're not supposed to go camping ever, guys.
It's the traditional practice that originated in ancient China and claims to use energy forces to harmonize individuals with their surrounding environment. Literally meaning wind, water. From ancient times, landscapes and bodies of water were thought to direct the flow of universal qi, cosmic current.
Nonsense. But again, if it makes the wife happy that we put the potted plants on the east side of the house, fine.
That's part of it.
I don't know.
What do you actually
not the
do?
south part?
I've never heard the headboard thing, which ours is definitely.
No, there's a whole bunch
partially
of
up against
things.
The window
Because I go,
we live
why
in
are
a
we
tiny
putting
place.
the couch here?
It was more about the orientation of buildings, dwellings, and spiritually significant structures like tombs. But they say contemporary Western societies have reduced to interior design for health and wealth.
And that's coming directly from Moon's head, by the way. He's
No.
not reading anything.
Yeah, this is all
He's
just
not reading
amazing.
anything. This is all up there.
It's up here. When I say it says, I mean it is written
It is,
on
yeah,
the brain.
it is spread. Like his brain says.
It is me.
Today,
Whoa. The brain also continues and says, it's been reduced to interior design for health and wealth and become increasingly visible through feng shui consultants and corporate architects who charge large sums of
Yeah,
money for their
there you go.
analysis,
Listen to
advice,
me.
and design.
No back to an
Nonsense.
entryway. So, like, if you're looking at your living room, okay?
Yeah.
And if your back is to the door that comes into your home, not good.
That's that's a mob practice. That's like a Tony Soprano practice. Never put your back to the door.
Also, don't store items under your bed.
Why is that?
Just don't. It's
But
just
it was,
not good.
it was
It's all
as
that
if it was built to conceal
decluttering.
things.
I
Where am I
know.
supposed to keep the
Don't put
dust?
anything under there.
We literally have drawers under our bed.
You're screwed. You need
Well.
a different bed.
Well, we
that
live
explains a lot.
We always have at least one
in a
doggy
shotgun
ball
duplex.
under
We
there.
need space. Our feng shui is limited.
Today is also Draw a Picture of a Bird Day.
Okay, let's all do it.
I already did mine, so.
Oh,
No
you
one
did?
is going to beat Scott's.
Here, I'm going to hold it
Yeah.
up so everybody can see what my bird
I'm gonna
looks like.
do one, but I'll wing it here. Real quick.
Okay.
Stop it. God, Scott.
I'm done.
Show the people your bird.
Mine's good.
Yeah, Rafe's probably got the best one. You guys probably have to stop.
Yeah.
because
What?
Rafe
Nice try.
wins.
Okay, does the duck count? I drew my
Oh, that's a good
duck
duck.
green because I wanted it to be green.
How's mine?
Oh, that's good too.
Oh, thank you.
Rafe.
There's
yes.
mine. He's just
Rafe
a
drew a
little
picture
guy.
of a middle finger.
Oh my god.
Vacation time.
Scott, let's see your bird.
Path of totality.
I'm almost there.
Let me see how this is.
And
It's Larry.
Oh,
Larry
yeah.
Bird.
Put it up to the
Larry Bird.
Larry Bird.
Oh, Larry.
Yeah, good old Larry Bird. That's my favorite kind of bird.
Vote for your favorite bird in the chat.
It is also today, April 8th, Dog Fart Awareness Day.
Ooh, the
Oh,
worst.
dude.
Which
Oh, bless
dog farts the worst? A boxer.
We
We do
dog.
have a tutor.
A boxer.
We definitely have a champion in our home.
The pug?
No, surprisingly, not at all. The big one, man. You can give him no table scraps. Bo can process. I think he's part goat. That dude could eat a log, a brick of wood, and his body will digest it. He's developed. I don't know, man. He's like Kobayashi or something. It's crazy. But the big one, man, if he has accidentally eats a crust of bread, he will ruin the entire home. There's nowhere to escape.
Yeah, I'm not sure what sets off my dog's farts. But I was laying in bed yesterday. I'd just taken a shower, waiting for my wife and daughter to get home from a trip to Louisville, watching YouTube on the TV, and man, this dog, and it was like, oh God, it brought it like,
Yeah.
I was tasting it. I tasted it.
Oh, nice. That's
Zingy,
a good one.
Spicy.
Oh God!
Damn.
And then her butt was facing me, and then she turned around with her head, and she just.
And they're always SBD, you know, silent but deadly, because they don't make a little noise, right? Like,
Sometimes.
No, mine. We have one that every once in a while, like if she's jumping on something, there's usually a little toot that comes out.
really?
But sometimes she'll just be laying there and she'll do that, and it's audible. And she'll just jump up and look at her rear end, like, "What the heck just happened?"
What's that?
No, the dog turned and looked at me, and it was like that meme with that Robert Redford meme with he's got the big beard.
Jeremiah
He's
Jackson.
like-
Yeah, and he just nods his head.
Yeah.
Oh, yep.
Radio's worst one of her entire life happened just a week or two ago. And when she did it, she looked at us, and it was a sorry look. It was a, listen, man, I know what I just did, and I'm terribly
You
sorry.
guys don't deserve it.
I mean, she knew it.
There are no apologies given at my home. My old roommate had an American Bulldog, and that dog was
Oh, the big boys?
bobtail, and you
Yeah.
could watch. That's what sucked when they had a bobtail. You can see it open up. You can see the delivery. We'd be watching TV, and she would be laying on the floor, and you'd hear the squeak. You'd be like, and I'm like, oh, you'd watch it like kind of open and close. And the valve.
Oh, my God.
And it was like it would make you want to throw up.
Those dogs are entertaining about it, though, because they're so curious. They'll hear it, and they'll go, oh. They
Yeah,
start
that dog
looking
had
around.
all kinds of mental problems, dude. Separation anxiety. That dog was a
Had a
problem.
nervous belly. No wonder.
Those dogs are wild. And they're so fun, and they're so klutzy that they're always getting injured. They're always like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited you're here. I'm going to throw myself into this wall. Oops, ACL torn. Now this is another $3,000 surgery. Every time, dude. Everybody I've known that's had those are like, this is the greatest, most nice, energy-filled dog that I have to fix every year and a
Yeah.
half.
Well, worth it.
Greg, going back to the feng shui,
Oh, please.
is asking, what's your argument about it being nonsense, Riz?
Yeah. Feng shui us your nonsense, pal.
I'll tell you why it's nonsense, because it's a business.
Because you live in America.
Because it's a business, because people charge astronomical fees
Sure.
to come and feng shui your house. Where if somebody were truly a master in the art of feng shui, they would do it for free.
Well, that's not capitalism, pal. No, you can get books. Like I have a feng shui book, and my house we don't feng shui the whole thing. But there are certain things that I do. And that's like the bed out don't put your head going out the window because you want to keep those dreams and stuff. So I know it sounds insane. Try it. Report back in a year. You'll feel better.
Part of our headboard's out the window, but
My argument about it
my
being
dreams.
nonsense, Greg, is the argument that you have for it being real. Boom.
Greg, we can live together.
See you guys.
I'm open.
Roasted.
Here's the
See ya.
thing. I'm open to it, but I need to know the rules. The thing I don't like about it is no one can. You've explained more rules now than anyone in my whole life has ever said about. Everyone's like, you got to feng shui. I go, what does that mean? It just means you got to do it. Energy. What does that mean?
Well, you got to look.
What are the rules, dude? Are there rules?
There are no rules.
Seems like feng shui is just whatever my interior designer thinks it is, dude.
Here are the rules. The bed
Minimalism?
looks good here.
Maximalism.
I always want to make a
The
circle.
couch looks good here.
Is there a path like is there like a certain, like when you sit on your couch, you need to have like, does it flow like a river? Are there spots where you need to have like a walkway that feels windy? Does it need to have a straight shot? I don't know.
It is written on my brain.
Tell me.
That it was also designed to make sure certain things were pointing towards the 9 holy palaces.
That's what I've heard.
Duh.
Stuff has to point.
Greg.
a certain way.
Makes sense.
Also, I need to look it up. I'm a big, and I say catty corner. I know some people say kitty corner. I'm a big fan of the catty corner experience at my house. In fact, my husband's always like, oh, here we go, because everything's got to be at an angle at a corner. And I don't know if that's good luck or bad luck, but it's always done well for me.
Where it's not flush.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm the same way.
So I like to have things I don't like to have any corners in my house.
Blocked.
Yeah.
I'm the same way, and I didn't
All right.
realize it. I have like a bookshelf in one corner. I have my record player in another, but like catty corner. And I say that too. I wonder if that's a Southern Illinois thing.
Yeah, do you say kitty corner
No,
over in the
catty
east?
corner.
Catty corner. All right.
Catty
All right.
corner. All right, so speaking of the East Coast, Friday morning, 4.8 earthquake hit the East Coast, centered in Reddington Township, New Jersey, about 40 miles outside of New York City. Yeah, Scott, that's not very. Listen, earthquakes happen, but not like this. This was a pretty big one. This was one that
It
people
hit a
took
big
notice
city,
of.
so everyone got excited. Yeah.
People took notice of. The quake was one of the biggest to hit that area in over a century. People reported shaken as far south as Maryland and D.C., as far north as Maine. You had a strong 3.8 aftershock in New Jersey Friday afternoon. The Ramapo Fault is a major fault line that runs through New Jersey. And there are 5 other minor faults under Manhattan. Now, with that being said, 42 million people felt that earthquake on Friday. But no one, and I mean no one, was more shaken than this guy. 33-year-old Justin Allen lives in Horsham, Pennsylvania, which is just outside of Philly. It's about 40 miles from the epicenter in New Jersey. He happened to be in the middle of a vasectomy
Oh.
when the earthquake hit.
Are his balls okay?
He was halfway through the 20-minute procedure
Damn.
when the whole room started to shake.
He has a zigzag crease down there now.
No, he's just got one side done and one side not. That's halfway through. Right?
So and he was awake. I mean, he was awake for the procedure,
Yeah,
which is
he-
normal.
Yeah.
Which is normal. So basically, Lern,
God, it takes more than 20 minutes.
it takes about 20 minutes, the whole thing from cut to
Stem to
cauterize.
stern.
Yeah. That's
All
it.
right.
That seems right. I don't want them rushing through it.
I don't know.
Yeah, take
It's
your time.
always
Take
been
your time.
presented to me as if it was getting tubes in your ears, like 5 in, 5 out.
No, I would say, listen, I always say
Weekend
like,
recovery.
Tubes in your ears is more because they put you out for that.
Yeah, but it's a fast surgery.
I mean, they got to cut you. I mean, they got to cut your balls open, and they got to find the vas deferens. Mm-hmm. They got to snip it on both sides.
I mean, 20 minutes for a life-altering thing.
Excuse me,
I think that's pretty
my
good.
balls
fast.
open now. I thought this was a taint procedure. I need to look into this.
No,
Say
it's
what?
right. It's
no,
under.
it's just on the. This is
Now,
what-
the way they
That
do
makes
it,
more
it's
sense.
It's a little hole. I mean, it's a little.
Just a little whoop.
Okay.
It's a little something, but they got to find the vas deferens, and they got to snip it, and they got to cauterize it closed.
Yeah.
So I always say like a half hour the most. So this guy was halfway through the procedure. He's awake. The room's shaking. The doctor has got his
Scalpel.
on the laser thing they use. He's
Yeah.
shaking.
The laser cut a hole through the wall.
He thought maybe a train went by until the doctor said, "Is that an earthquake?" So, did it affect the procedure at all? Well, it looks like, guys, Justin will never have kids again.
Congratulations.
Oh, the surgery didn't go as planned?
No, that's good.
Oh.
Surgery was a success.
Well, we shouldn't say that. This happened. Doesn't he have to go back for some tests? We don't know if it took.
Well, you got 30 pump and dumps.
Is that the rule?
Yeah.
What a month.
Gotta clear the pipes.
What a week.
Yeah, no, I did mine in 2 days. There's a record.
I'm ready for the test.
Dad, what are you doing in there? Working.
Science.
Doctor's orders. I got a prescription.
This is a prescription to fill.
Got a prescription for pleasure.
So, they got back to it a couple minutes later after the shaking stopped and everything went fine. He's already got 2 kids, by the way. He tweeted about it as soon as they gave him his phone back. In all caps, he wrote, "An effing earthquake happened in the middle of my vasectomy."
That's a heck of a story, man.
Why can't he have his phone? I would feel like if I were a man getting a vasectomy, I would want to be able to look at my phone and not be looking at what's happening down there.
You can't see. I mean, you're basically in stirrups.
That's how bad the gods wanted Bruce to reproduce. They tried to interrupt his vasectomy.
Yeah.
That's right.
Quaking the earth. Don't take this man's loins.
We need them.
His seed is needed.
Yeah, good point.
That's the way I would have taken it. I would have
Good
been
point.
like, you see how bad my seed is needed.
Yeah, my buddy got that done on Friday this last week, and I had no clue that you had to go into stirrups. But he described it as this kind of a weird,
I don't remember
almost
that.
humiliating procedure. You're just kind of, it's funny.
I don't remember that.
Imagine having to do it every month.
Do they have socks on the stirrups like in the women's office, the doctor's office? Because when you go get your annual, pap smear and stuff, they have like socks in the stirrups so it's not cold
Really?
on your feet. And then they got pictures
no, I
up
think
top.
I had my socks on.
Oh, good for you.
Did I?
I doubt it.
I took a
Made you put some
giant
socks on.
Xanax.
Again, it happens so quickly.
They gave me one of those like bar Xanax. Like it
Really?
looked like a bar.
Hell yeah.
Man,
I'm like, the
wanna-
doctor goes, "Well, maybe you want to take half of this." I go, "Oh, oops."
Oh, well.
The whole thing.
really? No, I went in all nerved up. Just, hey, here I am.
Oh, remember I did
Here
mine
I
on the
am.
radio.
Let's do it.
Like, so I had engineer
like a
Gino sitting behind me.
hurricane.
My wife was over Dr. Watma's shoulder. Watched the whole thing.
She was?
Yeah, yeah.
Well, she really wanted you done.
Wow.
Just to make sure.
Get it all.
To make
That
sure
you
you
weren't
didn't
lying?
like grease
I need to
Watma's
I
palm and
need
be
to
like,
witness-
just tell her you did it and then fire in the hole for old Riz from here on out.
No, trust me, I wanted
No
it too.
bueno.
Trust me, I wanted it too.
I believe you.
And I remember having just my legs up. And I remember when he first put the, when it first cut me open.
Mm-hmm.
Did they do it with a laser? Did they cut you
Nah,
with
it's
a,
a little
or maybe
scalpel.
when they seal you up? That's like a little wisp of smoke.
Yeah, that's when they're cauterizing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, when they caught it. Like
I
just
heard the
What did it
smell
smell
was,
like? Yeah.
I heard that's the thing that really trips a lot of my friends out. They're like, when you smell your vas deferens on fire.
your mine, you know what mine smelled like?
What?
Garlic and olive oil, which
I
is
believe
Of
not-
course. That's not weird.
Yeah, there's somebody
Marinara.
Garlic bread?
the doctor was dipping bread in your sack.
Don't ruin garlic for me right now.
Yeah, seeing the smoke. That's the thing that gets in your head.
It was like
Oh,
a little.
boy,
it was
look
like
at
a
that.
little wisp of smoke that came
Yeah.
up like between my legs,
Like a genie or something?
yeah, like shh.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's wild.
it was the soul of your testicles leaving your body.
That's right.
Watched both my testicle souls evaporate.
The ghost of
Ghosts of children future.
millions of future.
Bye bye. Bye bye, baby. I might get one on Memorial Day. I've been thinking about it. I want to see if Dr. Watman will do a podcast live.
You would do it on
He
Memorial
will?
Day. The flags are all like half staff.
Yeah, I want the flags out, dude. That way when
Bye.
they roll me out of the hospital, I can go down the street. Flags are out. I feel like it's celebrations for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
American hero, patriot,
He'll do it.
willing to cauterize. I just want to do a live podcast with me and Doc Watma while he's cutting my vas deferens. Like, just let's do a quick.
Bring Tina.
Yeah.
Now they offer over there the
I don't know, dude. I
the
don't.
nitrous oxide.
Yeah.
You do it while on nitrous oxide.
That's tight.
Tina could do play-by-play.
She's very clumsy, and I don't know if that's that's not somebody I want in the room. Like, I feel like Tina would knock like a tray of instruments off and fall
Bump his
into a
elbow.
cabinet,
Bump his elbow.
and then and
She's trying to relax the
looks
doctor
like
by
I put
massaging.
my wiener in the microwave. I'm not down with that. I'm not down with the split.
Yeah, too much could go wrong.
Yeah, that's a good call.
I'll let her from the lobby. I'll live stream it or something. She can watch from a distance.
Okay, so you're going to Litchfield. You're gone Friday, right? You're leaving Friday.
I'll be in New York City.
Do you know where you're staying?
No idea.
Are you staying at a hotel or somebody's house?
Oh, hotel. I'm staying in Manhattan.
Listen, we've all been to hotels before. We've all had extended stays. When you are done brushing your teeth in the morning, and you leave the room, where do you put your toothbrush?
On the charger.
Yeah, but is it out? Just out?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's on the corner of the. It is the almost the furthest corner from the toilet. If that's where you're going with this.
No, I'm not going there with that.
Oh, okay.
I always put my analog toothbrush just in a glass.
In a glass, probably next to the sink.
Next to the sink.
You're analog these days?
Sometimes, yeah. I'm both.
What do you mean sometimes? You get a feeling that you want a better brush than others?
No, like my electric toothbrush is so loud, so in the morning I'm analog, and at night, like I don't want that much
you have
stimulation.
That is
Not Sonicare, no.
That makes sense.
I have a Sonicare, guys. It's like going to the dentist every day.
Me too.
It's great.
Me too.
Must
I
be
like
nice.
brushing.
I have both.
The,
I get that.
You know, like sometimes the analog toothbrush, you just want to go hard.
Yeah, you want to give it some elbow grease. If you want to give it some gusto, the analog's always the way to go. Because it's always like more. The bristles on the electric ones are very tiny. If you can't push hard because the little replaceable head, if you really want to get in there and just brush a layer off of your enamel, you got to go analog.
And I don't want the red light to be like, oh, you're going too hard. Let me do what I want.
That's my problem. Is I've had multiple dentists say that I go too hard. Like, hey man, you're brushing too hard.
Me
You need
too.
to calm down.
I'll
You're ripping
let
a
the
solo.
toothbrush do the work.
That's what they said.
Toothbrush do the work.
That's exactly what they said.
It's because
They-
you're a guitar player, dude. You're ripping a solo in your mouth.
I'm just like,
Yeah, like you shredded.
Well, listen, I'm bringing it up. Where do you put your toothbrush?
I put mine in a medicine cabinet.
When you are at a hotel?
Oh, a hotel?
at a
No, I
hotel?
have like a little clip.
At a hotel.
I have a little clip thing and I throw it back in my bag.
I put the cap back on and I put it in my bag.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I'm asking.
Yeah. Cap
No, it
back.
does not
Hotel
touch.
specifically.
Really?
Mine will not touch anything. No
I have
counters, anything. It is sanitary.
I have a great like Sonicare travel that's got a little case where it
Yeah, I got
Clicks
one of those too. If
over
I bring the
and
electric,
it's inside.
if I bring the Sonicare with me, I got a little thing, or I have like a toothbrush holder. Like
You're telling me you put it away?
Oh, at a hotel?
Yeah. What is the paranoia?
1,000%.
Why?
Well,
Because of stories like this.
Okay.
For me, it's because when they clean, if I'm there for multiple days,
Yeah.
sometimes they'll move it and like make it look all nice. And if it is somewhere where I didn't put it, I have a very small chance of forgetting it. And I'm not forgetting toothbrushes.
No, I don't want anybody touching my toothbrush.
That's true too.
if it's in a different place than you left it, there is
It's
at least
going
a
right in the
1%
garbage.
chance it fell in the toilet during a cleaning. Someone slapped it.
Yeah, it fell off. Yeah, it fell off the sink and it was on the floor. Okay.
When you travel for a living, you got to like get in certain routines just to make sure that you're not leaving things behind.
I have a good travel bag too, a good dop bag that like hangs from the thing. It's got 2 openings and like I can break it open.
Go to
do all my
Walgreens and buy
stuff.
one of those plastic little toothbrush holders.
Yeah.
The little clippies?
They're great.
No, even the little clippy or just the tube.
Yeah.
I refuse to believe whatever you're about ready to say. I'm not putting
hasn't
my
even said it.
stupid toothbrush away after it's out. Once
Are
it's in
you
the
out of
cup-
your mind?
No, I'm not. And I'm in the majority.
You're going to trust whoever is in your room that you don't know?
Yes. That's how society works. Will I get burned? Sure. Have I before? Maybe. Do I care?
Yes.
I don't want to hear about this.
Poo
because I-
brush. She's
I got the
brushing
poo
with a poo
mouth.
brush.
You got a poopy mouth and
Why you do that, Ron?
It's official.
You got dookie teeth.
Gosh, damn it.
guy on TikTok has a hotel hack for you. Don't leave your toothbrush out if you don't want your staff using your toothbrush to clean the bathroom.
No freaking way.
There's no way.
Here's
Stop believing everything you see on
here's
TikTok, Riz.
Lavelle Jackson talking about it.
So whatever you do, if you stay in that Mandalay Bay, from now on, any hotel, I will no
He
longer
was at the Mandalay Bay in Vegas.
Which is nice.
Yeah, I've stayed there.
Me too.
stay in that Mandalay Bay. From now on, any hotel, I will no longer be leaving my toothbrush out. And they use my toothbrush to clean. And they're being nasty to me about it. And they want to offer me a $50 credit. And what did they say? A new toothbrush. They use my toothbrush to clean. And they want to give me a $50 credit and a new toothbrush.
Why are they using? How does he know that they're using it?
He says, as soon as it hit my mouth, I yanked it out. The brushes were just crazy soft. All the outside brushes were pushed out, and the inside brushes were all over the place. It was very obvious.
Ew.
Oh, man.
Bummer.
So they... Wow.
He says he
Yikes.
complained. The hotel was nasty about it. Offered him $50 credit, a new toothbrush. He considers that a slap in the face.
So those bristles couldn't have been messed up from traveling in a bag or,
What's his teeth look
getting
like? Maybe that's
squashed in some way. Because that's the worst. You know, you got to have a little cap thing for the travel because sometimes it can get squashed or it goes off in the baggage area. You know, you hear this bzzz above you and you're like, what's happening?
That's just
You're
my
like,
I swear it's a toothbrush.
Yeah, it's just a toothbrush.
No, I hide my toothbrush. I'll even sometimes put it in the safe.
Oh, God.
No, you won't.
You will
Impossible.
not.
No way.
You are not making steaks with your iron, and you are not.
I'll put
Putting
it
the
with my
toothbrush in the
passport and my cash, my travel cash in the safe.
Oh, you mean you put your toothbrush in the one place that they don't clean?
Right.
I mean, the one.
No, if it's in the tube.
I'm just
If
saying.
it's in the tube, it's not
I'm just
touching
saying.
anything.
Impossible to get dirty.
I gotta brush my teeth before we leave. Hold on. 6969.
And now I got to change my code.
That's it's not. I never did it as a tactic for that. That's a new fear that I'll be thinking about now. But
New fear unlocked.
mine was always just like most hotel rooms. I like the ones where the sink's outside the crapper, where there's like a line of demarcation.
Yeah.
But most of them, it's right there. You can put your elbow on the sink while you're sitting on the toilet. So
Yeah.
it's way closer than my toilet at home, and that's always been my.
Got all those
And just staying organized.
all those poopy particles.
If I stay plus, man, I'm usually setting up shop for like a day or two. I'm sure Moon, say you're in and out of a hotel room, and it's like packing and unpacking. I try to keep it tight,
Yeah.
where I can just sleep
I also
in
don't
and I
like
can
to
wake
take
up
chances.
and pack in like 10 minutes.
Yeah,
and
I
everything's
don't-
ready to rock.
I don't really unpack, and I'm always
Me
packed in the night for an early.
I also
morning.
don't need a disgruntled employee taking it out on a hotel guest.
Yeah.
Dude, I saw one of my buddies putting his clothes in a dresser at a hotel, and I was like, oh, I didn't know that I was friends with a serial killer.
I do that.
I've done that. Like if I'm staying if I'm at a
that
resort,
tracks.
if we're at a
For a
resort.
weekend.
Oh, for a weekend, no.
I hang stuff up. I put things.
I hang stuff up, but I don't take like my underwear out of my suitcase and make an underwear drawer for
I do.
myself.
I have all 3 drawers that I need: the t-shirt drawer, the pants
You're
drawer, and the
psycho,
undies
dude.
drawer.
The majority of what we're doing
She's
though
psycho.
is single night stuff.
You move
That-
the Gideon Bible out of the way.
And then
That's
I put
why-
a sticker like that somebody can keep in the Bible. I always do that. It's my little thing. I used to put Casey stickers, like not slap them on there, like
That's
where people can have them.
fine, but putting all your clothes away as if you were at home for a weekend in
I am
a
at
hotel
home.
room is
That is your home.
psychotic.
This is my home now.
You're
This Hojo.
you have definitely dismembered.
Yes, we're staying
a
at
hobo.
Howard Johnson's.
The other travel hack for me. So I started touring professionally at 20 or maybe 21. So you have a bunch of dudes. The one thing that I didn't want is my toothbrush walking into somebody else's mouth. So I've had a pink toothbrush since I was 21 because no fella on a bus or in a hotel room.
Yeah, it's
hotel
girl
room's
color.
Gonna accidentally grab a pink toothbrush. So I've had a pink toothbrush for 20-something years now, and I'm still rocking it.
Hey, dude.
I know that it's prevented mouth
Thank you for
sharing.
your service. To
You're darn right.
feminism, man.
Does Mal have the blue one?
She has a black one.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
She's murdered out, dude.
Hey,
I love that woman.
Speaking of hotels, a guy in Japan is in some trouble. 65-year-old guy in Japan. He's was arrested on suspicion of fraud after he was staying in a hotel for 80 consecutive nights and just didn't pay.
Oh man, they gonna arrest you for that?
So the guy checked into the hotel on January 5th, stayed there every night until April 4th.
Dang.
When he was asked if he would at some point pay for his stay, he's like, Remember, when you check out, that's when you get the bill. Mm-hmm. He was there 80 nights.
Dang.
Yeah. Don't they have a card? Don't they have a card though? I can't even get a cookie in the commissary without giving them a card, let alone.
He owes 881,000 yen, which is $5,800.
Damn.
Well,
I didn't know there's hotels that cheap in Japan.
Well,
I'm wondering. I mean, where do you land as far as like landlord rights? Like if people are screwing over landlords, because dude, you know how hard it is to kick people out sometimes in this country.
Oh,
Depending
the
on the
whole
state.
thing now with squatters.
Dude, it's absurd. So, like, this guy doesn't pay for what, a month and a half, you said, and he's arrested? You know what? You can pull off here and not get arrested?
Well, they're changing laws now.
We'll see. I don't know, man. I've known some.
As a landlord, you can't go in and throw somebody out.
Do you know when they're changing that? Because we just moved into a beautiful place.
Well, when we were living in South City, the house next door was a rental property, and the people who lived there did not pay the rent, and the landlord tried to get him evicted. It took almost 2 years.
Oh, yeah.
It took 2 years. It took the electricity being shut off.
And the court. Like,
It took the electricity being shut off. It took the gas being shut off. They were cooking outside in the driveway with the grill at one point.
Yeah, for every nightmare landlord story, there's a nightmare tenant story.
If only they would take that esteem and effort and put it towards literally anything else. You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever the reason was
This was
for them
sad because
having
there
to
was
do
kids
that.
involved. Like there were kids that lived there, and the parents were bums, and they just didn't pay. And finally, the price of vanity is sometimes, man, you don't want to pay that price. People sometimes pay with their lives. Illegal butt injections. This is a thing. In fact, a couple years ago, I believe a woman died up at the airport, like one of the hotels up at the airport.
Here?
Yeah, oh yeah. Look this up.
From illegal butt injection?
Yeah, she went and got an illegal butt injection. It's like to have a Kardashian ass.
I know, but why is it illegal? Are the
they're
California
using-
Because when
That
it's
ass is
not
too fine.
because when it's
Because they're a safety.
Hell
that
yeah.
should be illegal. Because they're supposed to be administered by doctors.
Sure. Okay.
So a mom and her 18-year-old daughter are accused of traveling across the country to give illegal butt injections for $6,000 a pop. 56-year-old Consuelo Maria DeBao and her 18-year-old daughter Isabella were planning on injecting an unlabeled brown liquid into the butt of a customer on Wednesday,
Why does it have to be brown?
because it was. However, what they didn't know was that the customer was an undercover officer. Consuelo then gave a Xanax to the officer to relax before the injections. She was paid $6,000 in cash to do the procedure. Officer seized bags of illegal injectables and medical supplies. Both have been charged with unlawfully practicing medicine without a license. Consuelo also charged with delivering a controlled substance called diazepam. Oh, no, I'm sorry. How do you say that? ALPRAZOLAM.
I think that's the off-brand Xanax.
Aprazolam?
Yeah.
That sounds right. While out on bond, Consuelo says that while she's not a licensed doctor in the U.S., she did attend medical school in Mexico for a couple of years.
Well,
Got
that's
some
not
years.
nothing.
Something, yeah. It's better than the dentist in the hotel doing things that he did not take a class for. We learned about last year.
Nitika Deontay Lee, 49, was sentenced Thursday for involuntary manslaughter in the 2015 death of Daisha Phillips. Prosecutors said Lee traveled from her Dallas home to a hotel in Edmondson, which is a little township right
by the airport,
where she injected liquid silicone. Phillips, who was 22, died 4 days later after the silicone entered her bloodstream and became trapped in her lungs. 3 others accompanied Phillips. 1 backed out, and the 2 others that received injections did not appear to suffer any ill effects, said the police at the time. Lee previously served time for robbery, burglary, and theft. Charged a few months after Phillips died, she was a fugitive for 5 years before being
Yeah, that's
arrested
right.
by Dallas police in July.
Yeah, silicone. So I'm not sure if it's stuff like she got from like Home Depot.
She spent that time in Mexico, by the way. She hid in Mexico. Cosmetic surgeons use fat from elsewhere in the body for enhancements like this.
Home Depot.
Yeah, because there were like cases like caulk.
Yeah.
Yes.
The last
So-
thing you want is caulk in your ass.
It's funny. It's funny you say
Yes.
that. It's funny you say that because cosmetic surgeons use fat from elsewhere in the body, but practitioners, illegal practitioners, sometimes use silicone sourced from hardware stores.
I told you.
Nice.
Many deaths have occurred across the U.S.
Yeah.
More saving, more doing.
Wow.
So going to an airport hotel, meeting some woman named Consuelo, who's injecting some kind of brown liquid into your ass.
So imagine being the cop in that unit. Going home to tell your spouse, like, honey, not walking the beat anymore. Got promoted to detective. Vice? Mm-mm. Narcotics? Mm-mm. That's the same thing.
Hey,
You doing any kind of, we're doing some sort of mob sting? Nope. I'm in the ass unit.
Well, we need the officer with the flattest ass here.
We need, that's right. We got to make it believable. Line up.
crack the case.
Face, hands against the wall. Jenkins?
You're out.
You got a Kermit the Frog, bud. I think you're going to do just fine.
This happened again just a couple years ago. A St. Louis woman went down to Houston, died. Same thing.
Oh my goodness! I always thought that it was like similar to breast implants. That it was weird little ass cheeks, that they slid up underneath the
look
crease.
like chicken cutlets.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that. I think
Like
that
look
is
like
how
a
some of
raw
those-
chicken breast.
Yeah.
Where they squeak if you run.
Exactly.
Well, those are butt implants.
Yeah, those are implants. This is injections.
This is the injection.
This gal went to an
Couldn't
apartment
imagine.
in Houston and had injections of silicone bought at a hardware store. Put in by a syringe in 2018.
Yeah, if you want your ass to look like a hefty bag full of cottage cheese,
Here we
Yeah.
this is it.
Okay.
She was short of breath, coughing up blood, admitted to the emergency room here in Missouri.
go. That's terrible.
Yeah, so if you were thinking about it, Scott,
Yeah.
Don't do
I
it.
advise
bud.
against it.
Well, it's a good deal because if I went to a real doctor into this, it'd be like 10 grand, and it's only 6 grand. So I'm
6
saving
grand,
a lot
worth
of
it.
money.
6 grand.
Yeah, what could go wrong?
Worth it. All right, let's do this. All right, that's brought to us by Hot Shot Sports Bar and Grill, St. Louis' home for Blues hockey from Plainfield, Illinois. Jennifer Enright is our member of the day. Jennifer has been a Riz Show fan for the last 4 years. Always looks forward to starting her morning commutes with the gang. Loved Jeff's witty humor. I'd always felt a special connection to him. He remains to be a source of strength for her to this day, and we'll never forget him. Jennifer loves what Rafe and Lern have added to the show over the past year, and her favorite part of the show is Rafe's in memoriam, which she looks forward to every week.
Oh, awesome.
Jennifer Enright from Plainfield, Illinois, is our Team Riz member of the day. Get super sweet Team Riz member of the day soccer jersey. Get yourself signed up 1057thepoint.com/Team Riz. All right, we'll take our first break of the morning. We'll come back with Crap on Celebrities. It is 7:13 Monday, traffic and weather. Moon coming at you.
Traffic is brought to you by Worldwide Technology Raceway, the Confluence Music Festival with Ludacris, Riley Green, and more, and the NASCAR Cup Series June 1st and 2nd. Tickets available now at www.raceway.com. Right lane blocked due to a vehicle fire, 270 southbound, just after Missouri 370. There's also construction and a right-hand shoulder block due to a stalled vehicle 55 just after Bayless Avenue. Your point forecast, high clouds, but they say it won't affect the eclipse too badly. High of 80 today. Right now it's 51 at the Point Studio.
All right, welcome back to the program. Phone number 314-624-3833 or 618-398-3833. The Mick Ultra Studio Cams, 1057thepoint.com/Riz. The socials at RIZZ Show. Your emails, RizShow1057thepoint.com. Sex time fun facts coming up. Sex toy of the week. If we have time, we'll play 3 and 5. Give away some fabulous prizes, including Point Fest tickets, Red Hot Chili Pepper tickets, 30 Seconds to Mars tickets, and some 41 tickets. All right, so today, April 8th, what happened back in the day? Oh, plenty of stuff. On this day, 102 years ago, 1922, at Sportsman Park in St. Louis, the St. Louis Cardinals wear their new uniforms, 2 red birds on a bat with the word Cardinals across the front for the first time in an exhibition contest with the St. Louis Browns. So happy birthday to the birds on the bat today. 50 years ago, 1974, baseball superstar Hank Aaron of the Atlanta Braves breaks Babe Ruth's lifetime home run record by hitting a 715th home run in a game against the Dodgers. And that was even after receiving 3,000 letters a day. Hate mail.
Yeah, man.
Like, how dare a black man break Babe Ruth's record?
Under duress.
Under duress. And if you remember watching the video of him running the bases, people ran on the field and ran with him.
Yeah. It was cool.
Yeah, but I think he said that when he was trotting the bases, because I think there's a guy that like comes right up to him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He doesn't
He
know.
said he was scared for his life.
Yeah, he said he was scared for his life.
Oh,
Yeah.
man, that's a bummer. I thought it was
Didn't know
in
what they were
support
gonna
of.
No, it was
It
in
ended up being
support of.
that
Yes.
way.
But
at
he didn't
first-
know that.
Yeah, I get that.
44 years ago, 1980, Kenny Rogers stars in the TV movie The Gambler.
Yeah.
Based on the song The Gambler, which airs on CBS, it becomes the highest-rated TV movie of that year.
Got Oscars. Yeah. I'm just kidding.
I don't think I ever saw that. The Gambler?
It's good.
Is
It's
it
a fun one, man.
Does it hold up?
Bruce
yeah.
Boxleitner. What else can I say? You remember that guy?
No, who's
He
that?
was the king of the TV movie. Bruce Boxleitner.
Bruce
I know if you pull him up, you'll know him from something.
Bruce Boxleitner?
Boxleitner. That was like he was like
Boxleitner.
a TV heartthrob of the 80s. Well, maybe a picture of him then would help.
Okay. A handsome guy.
Yeah, he was just your middle part, 80s handsome dude.
I can see him lighting some boxes up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Took a
was
minute
in-
to get around the horn
Yeah.
there,
He was in
but
Tron,
he was in Tron. yeah.
Scarecrow, Mrs. King, and Babylon 5.
Oh, Scarecrow and Mrs. King. All right, good show.
I don't know.
He was
What
in
was it?
Tron,
That was a
dude.
show.
I've never heard of that.
38 years ago, 1986, Clint Eastwood was elected mayor of Carmel, California by a landslide with 72% of the votes. He was sworn in a week later, served for 2 years. So Clint Eastwood ran for office so that he could add a couple stories to the Hog's Breath Inn, which was a bar he owned at the time. Miraculously, after he became mayor, the board approved his project.
Look at that.
Wild.
Huh.
30 years ago today, in 1994, an electrician sent to install a burglar alarm finds Kurt Cobain's body in his Seattle home. Remember, on Friday was the anniversary of his actual death. He was found 3 days later. Here is so 30 years ago today, this is Kurt Loder on MTV reporting on Kurt Cobain's death.
Hi, I'm Kurt Loder with an MTV News special report on a very sad day. Kurt Cobain, the leader of one of rock's most gifted and promising bands, Nirvana, is dead, and this is the story as we know it so far. Cobain's body was found in a house in Seattle on Friday morning. He was dead of an apparently self-inflicted shotgun blast to the head. Police found what is said to be a suicide note at the scene, but have not yet divulged its contents. Cobain, who was 27, had reportedly been missing for about 6 days, according to his mother.
That's what I remember. Like, that report is the one I remember from the day he died. That same day, The Offspring, they put out their third record, Smash, featuring Self-Esteem and Come Out and Play.
Changed a lot of careers, that record.
What an awesome... I was talking about that record with somebody over the weekend. Like, what a great record that was. Like, that was, I feel like, the soundtrack to the later part of my high school years.
Yeah. It's a pretty perfect record.
Yeah.
Perfectly timed, executed perfectly, hit at the right time. Radio was all over it.
And that was my first concert, was seeing him on that.
On that tour?
Yeah. Pushing that.
11 years ago today, in 2013, Margaret Thatcher dies of a stroke at 87. She was Britain's first female prime minister from 79 to 1990. And 8 years ago today, in 2016, tragedy. Gavin Rossdale, Gwen Stefani, officially divorced after 14 years of marriage.
My heart broke.
They share 3 sons. Can you name the 3 sons?
Of course I can. Kingston, Apollo, and
Larry.
Larry.
Yep.
No. What is the middle kid's name? Damn it.
Brad.
No.
Kingston,
Give me the first letter.
Apollo, Z.
Zuma. Hello.
Wow.
And I think I got that mixed up. Yeah, Apollo is
Kingston,
the youngest. Zuma,
Zuma,
and Apollo.
and Apollo.
And the only Zuma looks nothing like his dad, looks all Gwen, and Apollo and Kingston look exactly like little Gavin Rossdales. Adorable.
That's
Good
pretty,
genes.
it's a pretty cool name, too.
Zuma?
Zuma.
Sounds like cool pants.
Yeah. That's what happened back in the day.
Zubies, I think. What were those
What?
pants called that everyone's uncle had
Zuba.
in the 90s?
Yeah.
That
Zuba.
looked like they were like tiger striped, but had an NFL team on them.
Yeah. That's the guy that created from here in St. Charles.
Yeah, he's from St.
What are
Charles.
they called?
Zubas.
Zubas.
Z-U-B-A-Z.
Yeah, I got a nice pair
I
that
bet
my
they're
wife
comfy.
has taken over, and I rarely get to wear them now.
Yeah, St. Louis's own Zubas.
My buddy wears his KC Zubas
these-
for every cheat stand.
So awesome,
Love
man.
those.
He brought them on tour. And
My Uncle Mark wore those every weekend for like 5 years of his life.
he would come out of his bunk every game Sunday.
How
with-
much?
in
How much
these
for a
things.
pair?
They're going
Dude,
for 40 bucks.
man. That's not bad.
They're wild.
It's a good look still.
All right, time to. Yeah, those never go out of style.
Because they were never in style.
What?
Can't go out of style if you're never in.
That's true.
All right, time to find out what's going on in the world of music and entertainment with your crap on
Their logo is even zebra stripes or whatever, and their slogan is "Embrace the awesome."
Yeah.
Zubas, embrace the
I
awesome.
love it.
I should get a pair.
Yeah, man.
Dude, they're
why
worth
not?
it, man.
Look at
They're
this.
super comfortable.
They look very comfortable.
Unleash your wild side.
Because they're just thin enough. They're not like sweatpants.
Do they do
hell.
overalls?
Yeah, they do. They
yeah.
got
Bib
bib overalls
overalls?
for 120.
Holy pickles.
Hey,
Like I can get
I got a
NFL
birthday
men's
coming up.
Kansas City Chiefs zebra printed team bib overalls for $120.
Damn right you can.
Wow.
All right,
Wow.
Lern. Let's
Here we go. A number of radio stations across the United States are planning on playing Pink Floyd's Dark Side of the Moon in its entirety to create a sonic companion for today's solar eclipse. But I don't think any local stations here are doing that. So if you are wanting to sync up Dark Side of the Moon with the eclipse, where as the song ends and it says, and everything under the sun is in tune, but the sun is eclipsed by the moon, that lyric, then this is the time
Yeah, I'm going to do it.
that you need to do it. So I did the math.
I'm going to do it. I swear to God, I'm going to do it.
Here's the time
If I
math.
remember.
Okay.
If I remember.
You're probably not going to remember.
Now I'm going to remember.
set an
Today
alarm.
at 1:20 p.m., 1:20 with 7 seconds. So 1:20 p.m. with 7 seconds into 1:20 p.m., that is when you should start Dark Side of the Moon.
All right.
And that is when the lyrics will sync up right as the eclipse is happening at the end.
1:20 and 7 seconds.
Yes.
And start it,
That's when you start it.
and that will sync up with the actual
Eclipse.
eclipse. So when it's our part, 98.5%
Right.
partial totality.
Because Dark Side of the Moon is 41 minutes and 53 seconds. That's how long that album is. And so I did the time from when our eclipse here in St. Louis is supposed to happen for us. And again, 1:20 p.m. with 7 seconds in to that time. Good luck, everybody.
That
Thank you.
Hello, hello, hello. Good luck, everybody.
I'm trying to find that
That lyric.
that lyric. The song is Eclipse, right?
yeah,
a lot of work.
It's right as it's crescendo at the end where it just kind of crashes. It might even be like a fade.
So what's actually going to hit during the eclipse?
The lyric and everything under the sun is in tune, but the sun is eclipsed
Oh,
by
I
the
thought you started
moon.
on that. My fault.
I want
thought
a
you
sick
started there.
solo.
No, dude, okay, I'm going to fast forward here. Let's see.
Oh, the heartbeat.
Is it past this
Yeah.
or earlier?
What are you at? This is kind of at the beginning too.
No, I think I missed it.
That they'll be so moved that your emotions don't even know.
If I
I
played
was
Dark
moved
Side of
last
the Moon,
time. For sure.
we would have been more moved if we had Dark Side of the Moon playing.
Yeah.
I'm doing it.
Do
Yes.
it. Do it.
1:20 and 7 seconds.
People are going to cry.
1:20 and 7 seconds.
Have to go on right
Oh,
after
I'm going
this.
to crank it.
People are going to be wiping their tears as you're hitting the stage.
I'm going to crank the radio. When I just said I'm going to crank it,
Dang.
the radio.
Yeah. That's right. Let's clarify for St. Louis.
The speakers will be loud.
Hey, but some people will be cranking other things.
Sort of.
And we salute you as well. Guns N' Roses bassist Duff McKagan and Alice in Chains guitarist Jerry Cantrell might be doing a record in the future. Duff said that he's currently playing bass on 5 tracks on Jerry Cantrell's upcoming solo project. And they've been thinking about doing a joint record for some time,
They're
Duff
just two
says.
fellas from Seattle.
I like this.
Those two guys.
There's a music video out where both of them are playing together and on one of Jerry Cantrell's new songs. And I think that this could work. they've never done it before. This is a first time collaboration for them.
I got to interview Duff McKagan once. Okay, it was Velvet Revolver. Remember when they played the pageant? It was the first show on the tour. So I got to interview Slash and I got to interview Duff McKagan.
How was that for you?
I was sitting on a couch up in one of the dressing rooms at the pageant, and somebody snapped a picture, and I was so nervous you could see the pit sweat stains.
I don't blame you.
I'm holding a microphone, and you could see both armpits black.
Yeah.
Is your voice crack? Hey, Duff.
Hey, guys.
You're intimidating.
Very much so. And
You're
I
a
was sitting
huge
in
Guns N'
between them.
Roses fan.
Of course.
Well, I look forward to Duff McKagan and Jerry Cantrell doing something together in the future. Jelly Roll got his weekend started with a little excitement, but not in a good way. The private jet he was taking to the CMT Awards in Austin, Texas, was forced to make an emergency landing. His wife, Bunny, grabbed a TikTok video of the pilot explaining that there was a computer issue that required them to stop midair and turn around. And fortunately, nobody was injured, and Jelly and Bunny both made it to the show. Speaking of the CMT Awards, they had a ton of fun. Kelsey Ballerini did a great job hosting for a fourth time, and that will be her last time doing it. Jelly Roll gave out free hugs to the entire crowd, and then he won all 3 of the awards that he was up for, including Video of the Year, Male Video of the Year, and CMT Performance of the Year with his hit Need a Favor.
He was out there with his new teeth.
He was.
So white, his teeth.
Also a highlight
New
from
chompers.
CMTs, they did a Toby Keith tribute. Brooks and Dung.
Hey, you watch your mouth. Watch your mouth. That ain't funny.
Excuse me. Saying, should have been a cowboy. Sammy Hagar got up there and sang, I love this bar. Lainey Wilson sang, how do you like me now? And Roger Clemens ended it all with a red Solo Cup toast.
Don't you dare take
Roger Clemens, the guitarist? No, I'm sorry, the
pitcher?
pitcher?
Don't take
Roger,
the name of
it says
B&D in
Roger.
vain.
I didn't watch. Roger Clemens ended it with a red Solo Cup toast.
Were they buds? They may have been buds.
Buds.
He's a Texas guy, isn't he? Roger Clemens?
I mean, he seems like he would love Toby Keith. I'll be honest with you. That's for Roger Clemens. That sounds right on brand.
Who sang the Boot in Your Ass song?
Nobody. Nobody sang that. But we have the entire list of winners up on the blog if you care. Rest in peace to CJ Snare, singer of the 90s band Firehouse. He died at the age of 64 on Friday. No cause was given. Snare had a life-saving cancer operation a couple years back, followed by a second surgery last October. And his girlfriend said in a statement left him pretty weak. So they're thinking that maybe it was something due to that.
What was the big Firehouse song?
The big Firehouse song that I remember, Love of a Lifetime.
Is that what this is here?
That's what's so obnoxious to me that I don't like, the directors and things aren't credited sometimes. Now I know that they try to play them as movies, so a lot of times they'll put the title up and that kind of stuff. But put it in the description for goodness sake.
Right.
I'm sure you can look it up though.
I know. I'm just saying.
You missed the MTV and the VH1 little
I
ID
miss
cards.
It.
I missed it too.
Like, it matters.
Oh yeah.
It matters.
Directed by, because sometimes it was cool. Sometimes you recognize the name. You know.
Yeah. Okay. Here's one, and on the official one, in the beginning, it's like a title thing, and it says directed by Patrick Toohill. But still, come on, man, put it in the description.
Like David Fincher used to do videos, and Mick G was the other big guy.
Oh yeah, Mick G.
Mick G.
Last week, Pat Sajak hosted his final Wheel of Fortune in an episode that was filmed and will be shown on June 7th. So they obviously got this done way early. Sajak announced his retirement from the game in 2023 after hosting for 41 seasons. Ryan Seacrest will become the new Wheel of Fortune host this fall.
I forgot he's taken over.
I know, I did too. Well, here's Pat.
Kind of disappointing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, what? Ryan Seacrest just needs to stop.
I've been starting to watch The Wheel lately. I don't know why. I just find myself on the couch at the time it's on.
Yeah.
You're of the age.
It's great.
And I go, gotta watch my wheel.
Yep.
Yeah, they time to you, man. They time to you. They're looking for a certain demo, and they found you.
They found you.
They found you. So wait. So Seacrest does Wheel now?
No, he
gonna.
will be. June 7th will be
and you
the
don't,
final.
And you don't like this.
I don't.
Why?
Ryan Seacrest
What's
is
that man
just too
done to you?
good. This is what he's done. He's taken over every job. He's one man and he's done
He's
everything.
AI.
He is AI. And I'm sick of it. I'm sick of Ryan Seacrest.
Who shall it go to? Who's better?
I don't know. I don't have an answer for that. I want Ryan Seacrest to piss off. That's what I want him to do.
Wow.
Wayne Brady should be doing it.
Sure.
Who should?
Wayne Brady.
I'm almost sick of Wayne Brady too, though. I mean, he's done a lot too.
Well, I got a feeling Steve Harvey's doing nothing.
Oh, yeah.
No, Steve Harvey. No,
He needs to fill his
Listen,
schedule, doesn't he?
I want somebody that's done nothing to do it. Okay? I don't know. I don't have an answer, but I'm just saying I'm sick of Seacrest.
I was thinking maybe, now that Dr. Phil is not doing his daytime talk show, he could have done it.
Brenda Warner.
You can suck this.
Yeah. I'd like to buy an E, Phil.
You can suck this.
Okay, how about I'll take
What
an O.
are you doing, you effing little bitch?
I would watch.
No, it's fine. H.
Somebody touched my pee-pee.
I'm done.
I'd like to solve the puzzle, Phil.
Okay, go.
Here's a good idea. Let's all get drunk.
That was my guess for the solve.
Kristen Wiig hosted SNL for a 5th time over the weekend, and as is the tradition, she was inducted into the Five Timers Club. There were a ton of cameos that were acting like they were in the Five Timers Club, like, Paul Rudd came out. He was actually a member.
He's actually in the Five Timers Club.
He is, but then Matt Damon appeared wearing one of the jackets. He's only hosted 2 times. Lorne Michaels then surrounded himself with Fred Armisen, St. Louis's own John Hamm, Will Forte, and Martin Short, all of whom are wearing the jackets despite not having hosted 5 times. And then finally, all of the celebrities got on stage with Kristen Wiig to give her her jacket. And then Ryan Gosling came out, who could be seen putting on a Five Timers Club jacket off stage.
Damn.
What?
Everybody was there. Here's a little song that they did
Green jacket, gold jacket.
at the end of little celebrity cameos, sing a song about Kristen Wiig returning to SNL. If you missed it.
Look, I guess what I'm trying to say is, this is your night. It's no surprise. The memories of you as Gilly when you
I'm sure. Okay, so speaking of John Hamm,
Uh-huh.
couple things I saw this weekend. Number one,
Commencement speech?
no. I watched a couple episodes of the show Invincible. It's a cartoon. It's like a superhero cartoon thing. I think
Wild.
Seth Rogen
How is it?
Yeah.
is the producer of it. John Hamm is one of the voices. Have you seen any of this?
No, I haven't seen it. I know what it is, but I haven't seen
It's
it.
pretty wild.
Pretty awesome. Pretty awesome.
Okay.
It's not for kids.
No. No. So, of course, I watched it with my son.
Great.
Actually, he told me about it. He goes, Dad.
It's not for little kids.
No, it's not for little kids. I mean, he's a teenager.
What is it?
It's called Invincible. It's like a superhero. So J.K. Simmons is the voice of the main character. John Hamm is a voice in it. Stephen Yeun is a voice. It's good.
I always think J.K. Simmons is Donnie Fandango, like when Donnie's in his 60s.
You think so?
You see it? Yeah. Tell me you can't see Donnie Fandango in
Yeah, I
J.K.
can see
Simmons' face. And that is a total compliment because I love both of those guys.
So
I thought you meant his character in Whiplash.
Where is this?
It's on Amazon.
Man, I'll tell you what, Amazon is
Amazon Prime.
dead last. Dead last for me as far as where I go to find things. Anybody else?
Same.
I feel like it just like
I'm not allowed.
Amazon Prime. I got to know something's going to be on there.
Yeah.
I'm not allowed to get
There's search. The way they have it set up, it's also kind of this janky. It's hard to figure out what's going on.
Watch your language.
Like, yeah.
All right, so that's good to watch. I saw Monkey Man on Friday.
Oh yeah.
How many eeks?
5 out of 5 eeks.
Really?
Okay, nice,
Dev
dude.
Patel?
It's a lot of
Dev
eeks.
Patel. Not only does he kick ass in the movie, I forgot he directed it.
Oh. Oh, he did. I thought Jordan Peele was involved. Does he produce it?
Jordan Peele produced
Oh,
it.
okay.
Dev Patel directed it, and what's it getting on the tomatoes? It's 5 out of 5 for me. It's Indian John Wick.
87 on Rotten Tomatoes.
It's good. Now I know after my ringing endorsement of Roadhouse, my
Scott R. Rotten Tomato reviews are out.
My reviews are not.
Wait, which one? You
not holding
liked
water.
it?
Good reviews.
You liked Roadhouse?
I loved it.
Oh yeah, I think you're the only one.
No, I liked it. I had a great
It's
time. with it.
50-50.
Well, it must be a Scott thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have.
It's a movie for Scots.
We enjoy silly stuff.
We
It's great.
sold
Monkey
it to
Man.
Scots.
Monkey Man, great. And I finished watching the Steve Martin documentary, the 2-parter.
Ooh,
Yeah, I
how's
really
that?
enjoyed the first
Dude,
part.
the second part's great too.
Is that on Amazon as well?
It's on Apple TV.
Oh, God.
I typically don't like those things either, but I like
Great.
that one. I like Steve Martin. I made an
Great.
exception.
Well, congratulations to
Me, thank you.
SLU. John Hamm is doing the commencement speech on May 18th for the graduates. So I'm going to
Oh,
be
it's SLU?
wearing my cap and gown and getting to that audience. The Lonely Island, speaking of more SNL, and Seth Meyers launched a podcast called The Lonely Island and Seth Meyers Podcast. And they'll be dissecting every digital short from SNL. So you might want to check that out. Don Lemon and his longtime partner, Tim Malone, were married on Saturday. So congratulations to them. People like Clive Davis and Alec Baldwin attended the ceremony. Speaking of divorce, Sacha Baron Cohen and Isla Fisher are getting divorced.
No!
This is wild. It has nothing to do with Rebel Wilson. Allegedly, in a joint statement over the weekend, along with a photo of them wearing tennis outfits, the couple said after a long tennis match lasting over 20 years, We are finally putting our rackets down. In 2023, we jointly filed to end our marriage. We've always prioritized our privacy and have been quietly working through this change. Lots of people are saying, ooh, this has to do with Rebel Wilson's Rebel Wisen.
Well, let's just say it didn't help.
Well, no, it's a weird timing because now Rebel Wilson is involved in the headlines about their divorce, which I would think that's really awkward for everybody.
Bummer timing.
I was reading they had they were at some restaurant or some kind of event. They had a blowout fight.
Oh, really?
Like in front of people.
Recently? Or back in 23?
Right before they got separated.
And what's weird, if you're at the restaurant, you're like, oh, this is going to be filmed. This is hilarious. They're doing a documentary thing, and he's being...
Right.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Still Pam Anderson
Something
again.
tells me that
He's the Kaufman of
kind
our time.
a jerk.
I mean...
He's the Kaufman of our time. What do you mean, I mean? Like, what do you have to go on?
Well, just based on his movies, he's not afraid to go there. So I imagine if he's doing that he's probably personally...
I'm under.
Just gut feeling.
She was the stage 5 clinger, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll find you.
Hey, I'm basing it off nothing.
I love Isla Fisher, though, dude. She's so cute.
I love his movies. I'm a fan. I'm a Sacha Baron. The Ali G show, loved it. Borat, loved it. Even Bruno.
When they got together, I loved it. I was like, oh, that is so great because she's so little and he was this big old guy and they're both funny. So I thought that's a cool marriage.
I just feel that's the kind of guy that is just like a loose cannon.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
He'd be tough to get along with because he's just in his own head all the time.
I was saying, I feel like he's could possibly be tough to get along with because he's kind of an artist.
Right.
Always.
Yeah, something.
Always involved in
and
something.
apparently they were arguing over,
the appetizer.
No,
the dessert.
They both got movies coming out, promotional schedules, parenting stuff,
Sure.
whose priority is, whose career is taking priority.
And they've been private. They said that they've been living separate lives since last year.
They're private.
And they've been wanting to give space for their children, which obviously is understood. With that Rebel Wilson book, by the way, international halt on that book. So here in the United States, we have it, but places like Australia, New Zealand, they've halted the publication of that memoir for various reasons.
Why?
Because of the legal issues that are happening with Sacha Baron Cohen and Rebel Wilson, because she's alleging that he was... there's a chapter, a huge jerk, and if you listen to Armchair Expert, Dax Shepard had Rebel Wilson on a couple weeks ago, and she kind of goes into what she talks about in the book. And there was a movie that they were doing, and he wanted her to put her fingers in his butt, and had this whole situation behind closed doors, with producers, and we're talking about, oh, you got to do it, it's going to be so funny. And was really pressuring her to do it. And this is right as her career was starting, and she was like, I'm really uncomfortable, I don't want to do this. And she had an internal monologue, if I can't do this type of comedy, should I even be doing what I'm doing? It was just one of those kind of situations. But she says she doesn't want him to be canceled or anything. This is just what happened. Kind of interesting. Here's something for you. You guys are comic book nerds on some degree. The comic book in which Batman first arrived on the scene has hit the auctions. 85 years since it graced the newsstands. How much did Detective Comics number 27 fetch whenever it was auctioned off?
Detective Comics
number 27. This is the first issue where Batman arrives on the scene.
So first issue with Batman.
Well, how many are there?
How many of this print?
Yeah.
Let's see.
This is probably
100 copies.
Probably one in perfect condition.
Yeah. There's 100 copies total.
Yes.
The first Batman.
Probably a lot.
$500,000.
Okay, you think 500 grand? What do you think, Rafe?
I'll say 300.
300 grand.
300. Moon, what do
First
you think?
Batman.
I can see it going for $1 million.
Oof. Man, I'll say 700K.
700 grand.
700 grand?
I'm going to go, I'll just do the cool $1.1 million.
$1.1 million.
Congratulations to King Scott.
Thank
Look
you.
at
$1.8 million is how much this comic book went for. And the buyer is not a celebrity or public figure. This is a real estate guy. He's a businessman with a passion for all things in the golden age of comics. So he splurged and got
Listen,
this
I'm
comic.
holding out hope still for the Death of Superman comics that my dad bought 6 of them.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Those are going to be worth a fortune.
Remember when Superman died and everybody went and bought the comics because they were going to be worth something? They came in a special silver foil wrapping, and there was like an armband in there.
They got it at
I
some
remember
point.
my
those
dad
will
put
be
them in
worth
the
something.
safe. He was like, these are going to be worth something one day.
And how much are they worth?
Good. I'm going to look it
You
up.
going to look it up? While you do that, I'm going to give a little list because I don't want you to guess. If you're
I just
if
saw
you're
the-
super nerding out today because of the eclipse, and maybe you want some movies to watch after the eclipse when you get home and you're eating dinner, movies like Pitch Black or Wolf Creek, Avatar: The Way of Water, Apocalypto, Rogue One, Little Shop of Horrors, and 2001: A Space Odyssey are all on this list. The Ultimate Classic Rock listed out for watching solar eclipses in the movie while we have a solar eclipse here in Missouri.
What are you going to say?
All right.
Because I'm looking at it.
I mean, there's a couple different versions, but they said that if anything over $20 is asking a lot.
Okay.
Even mint.
Yeah, this says mint, well-preserved copy of this iconic comic can sell for anywhere between $100 and a little bit more. Now, if you have it signed by both the writer and the artist, you can fetch up to $5,000.
Well, of course.
Yeah.
But it says it's about $25.92.
All right.
Hey, that's still money. Money's
All
money.
right, okay.
All right.
All right.
Hey, man.
Anyway, that's your crap on
I
celebrity.
bet you he spent less than that getting it.
In 1993.
Good point.
The first appearance of Superman is the highest selling comic. How much do you guys think that went for?
Well, that's the Action Comics one, the one where he's holding up the car.
3.5.
2.1.
Yeah.
2 million.
2.4.
$million.
Six.
In 2024, $6 million.
God, dang.
That's crazy.
Damn.
Jerry
the heck?
Seinfeld, I bet, bought it.
Oh, yeah, right?
Yep.
I mean, come on.
Celebrity celebrating a birthday today. Matthew Healy, or Matty Healy, is 35. That's the lead singer from the 1975. Felix Hernandez, former Mariners pitcher who won the Cy Young Award in 2010, pitched a perfect game in 2012, signed a $175 million contract in 2013. He's a free agent. He's 38. Taryn Noah Smith just had to go by 3 names to feel not left out. That's Mark from Home Improvement. He's 40.
Who's the one with all the problems?
Zach.
Zachary Ty Bryan.
Zachary Ty Bryan.
3 first names, harder to trust.
Yep.
You wonder why he's in trouble.
Great
Yeah,
mullet,
that's the
though.
older one, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he's been in a lot of trouble.
And then was Jonathan Taylor Thomas.
JTT.
3 first names, but stayed out of trouble, so it seems. Taylor Kitsch is 43.
Matata.
Katie Sackhoff is 44. That's Bo-Katan in The Mandalorian, also in Battlestar Galactica and Longmire. Sung Kang is 52. That's Han in the Fast and Furious movies. Patricia Arquette is 56. Robin Wright, Jenny and Forrest Gump, Princess Buttercup and Princess Bride, and Claire Underwood in House of Cards. Robin Wright is 58. Julian Lennon is 61. Izzy Stradlin from Guns N' Roses
I don't know.
62. Richard Hatch, the winner of the original Survivor, who did time for not paying taxes on the winnings, is 63. John Schneider, the original Bo Duke on the Dukes of Hazzard, is 64. Kane Hodder.
Still hot.
Kane Hodder, Hodder, to horror fans, will always be the Jason Voorhees. He played Jason in 4 Friday the 13th movies, the 7th through the 10th. He's 69. And Shecky Green, known as the comedian's comedian, is
He just died.
98 years old.
Somebody look up Shecky Green. I think he may have just died.
No.
Just when you mentioned him.
Like 3
Like 15
seconds.
minutes ago?
Wow,
you're right.
December 31st, 23.
You're right. Didn't catch on this list.
Way to kill him.
Doggone it.
I'm sorry, Shecky.
R.I.P.
Never mind.
R.I.P. Shecky
R.I.P.
Green.
He's still 97.
Didn't make it to 98.
Take it back. Congratulations, regardless. Though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Today's porno birthday, which is being brought to you by Patricia's, where fun and fantasy meet, is Heaven Lee. And today's birthday girl has been in 231 fine films, including The 5-Card Slut, American Werewhores, The Butt Hut, The Filth Files 3, Fornication Nation 2, The Great American Whore Search, Lost in the Bush, The Queen of Smut, The Tampy Tushy Fest 2, This Old House of Whores, and Who Could Give It a Roll, and 1999's Lern's favorite,
Yes.
The Butthole Patrol.
Oh, it's so good. You guys are going to love it.
Heaven Lee is 48 years old. That's your porno birthday. Those were your crappy birthdays, and that was your crap on celebrities. All right, we'll take a break. We'll come back with your sex dumb fun facts. First date peeing with the door open. Deal breaker? Okay. And some things about women men did not know until moving in with one.
Oh, good.
This is a good one. That's a good list. It's 7:57. It's Monday. Traffic and weather. Moon coming at you.
Traffic is brought to you by Worldwide Technology Raceway, the Confluence Music Festival with Ludacris, Riley Green, and more, and the NASCAR Cup Series, June 1st and 2nd. Tickets are available now at www.raceway.com. 2 lanes blocked due to debris on the road 44 westbound at Hampton Avenue. We also have an entry ramp 270 westbound from 55 southbound shoulder blocked due to a stalled vehicle. Your point forecast, high clouds, but they say it won't affect the Eclipse too badly. High of 80 right now. It's 53 at the Point Studio.
During Crap on Celebrities, Lern was talking about timing up Dark Side of the Moon with the eclipse today.
Mm-hmm.
And so started at 1:20 and 7 seconds, which I'm going to do.
Yeah.
But it got me thinking, like, have you ever tried Dark Side of the Moon with Wizard of Oz?
Of course.
Has anybody else done it?
Yeah, I did it on
High
tour, and it
school.
was awesome. And I was not partaking. You know, they say you're supposed to partake. I was sober as a judge, and I thought it was pretty cool.
I see, and it leads me to think, like, I want to know how somebody figured out after the MGM Lion and the Wizard of Oz roars to play Dark Side of the Moon and see what happens. Like, who thought of doing that?
They probably were really high, and they had listened to that album enough and maybe watched that movie enough to where they just had that thought.
You know, there's a couple things, and people, and this was actually on the internet, you know, somebody just asked the internet, what's something that makes you go, who the heck figured this out?
Time.
Like, okay, like coffee. Somebody thought this berry tastes horrible. Maybe if I pull the seed out, set it on fire for a little bit, then grind it up and run hot water over it, I could drink it. Who the hell thought of that?
Well, it's because there was nothing to... People had those genius thoughts because there was nothing else to take their attention away.
There was no TikTok. That's it. See? See what happens when you take away
It's for
TikTok?
real.
Innovation.
But
I was listening to a podcast over the weekend that said this era that we are in right now, everybody who is alive right now is the last living adults who are going to understand what it was like to be human before AI takes over everything and is thinking over what humans can think. We are the last generation of that. It's going to be crazy.
Well, who's the person that thought about cataloging mushrooms? So, like this one killed Fred. This one makes you see God for 3 days. And this one tastes kind of like chicken.
Right.
Killed Fred. This is the we're going to call this one Fred. Remember him.
Who the hell thought of that?
Don't eat Fred.
All right, record players. Turning micro squiggles on vinyl into perfect reproductions of people's voices and instruments.
Yeah.
Is this witchcraft?
It's a phonograph.
Anything to do with astronomy. Mass of planets, distances of stars, locations of black holes. A lot of impressive brain power and technology.
Thank goodness for these people.
MRIs. So here's what somebody wrote about MRIs. As a med student, I was briefly taught how these things work, and oh my God, how the hell did anyone think about this?
I do find it amazing that we have this tendency to think that we're like so smart, and the billions and billions and billions and billions of people that have lived and died before us. How could they have been smart as us or smarter? You know what I mean? Like it's like this. I mean, I don't know.
When I start going, I have this thought, and I think I've talked about this last year on the show, and I had this conversation with my husband last weekend. When I start thinking about how the internet works and wireless works, it blows my freaking mind, dude. The fact that we just accept it all, like, this phone can call anyone.
At some point, somebody thought, somebody figured this out. Like, radios and wireless transmissions.
Right.
Somebody said the fact that my computer, phone, or radio could talk without any wires attached is magic.
It's insanity. And we all just, yep, that's okay.
Yep.
Like, we all just believe it, and it happens.
Cameras.
All of these things we take for granted were things that were impossible at one point.
Cameras. How is it possible that some device is able to somehow capture the exact image it's pointed at with one click?
Exactly.
Huh, Rafe? Huh?
For real.
I don't know. Maybe take frozen animal carcasses out of a magic box that keeps them cold and from killing us and jam them into another magical heating chamber that in 1 minute produces a meal.
Right.
We're not even impressed by it.
Speaking of, I got to get a new fridge.
Oh, no.
It is time. Freezer's giving us all this trouble. It keeps popping open and then leaking water everywhere.
That's not good.
It's not good.
Somebody said milking a cow. Who was the first person to go, all right.
All right.
Well, I bet they
Watch.
saw the calf, right? Going over to the teat there, and they're like,
Well,
maybe
think
I
about
could do that too.
Well, think about that. Let's not think about the cow.
Okay.
Let's think about all the other animals that were around when they figured out, hey, this is not bad from the cow. They started looking at everything with nipples. And went,
Right.
Heck,
I have nipples. Can you
right.
make me, Greg?
This almond.
Fred, before you eat that mushroom, go try that animal.
Go milk that.
Go
that
milk.
goat.
Go milk
Whatever.
that.
Go milk that.
Well, what about when people started
Go
eating
milk the wolf. Fred.
animals? You know, and that now we only eat so many types of animals. You know, because I don't want to eat no possum, but somebody decided to eat a possum one time.
There's
They
still
didn't
people
like
eating
it.
possums
Well,
somewhere.
that's a bad
Have you been
example.
to West Virginia?
Armadillo.
Microwave ovens. So somebody was testing microwave equipment for some military thing and noticed that a candy bar in their pocket melted and then shoved food nearby and said, all right, let's see what happens.
Right.
Fred will try it.
I think
Fred will try anything.
I often think about whoever the first caveman was that had a wolf puppy
Oh, domesticated.
was getting so much ass, dude. So much Neanderthal ass was being slain. Being the only guy at the caveman park with a little wolf on a little seaweed leash. It's like, here comes up. You know, we talked about this before, dude.
Right.
I think about that all the time. I'm like, there had to be the first guy. Or maybe it was a female. I don't know. The first person that had like a pet.
Pet wolf.
You know what? It probably was a woman. Can I just say this? Because the men were out hunting everything that moved. The women domesticated the puppies and said, hey, look how cute. The men are out, and we need somebody to hang with. You're itty bitty, and I will be your mother now. And women are probably the reason we have dogs living indoors. Can we just have that one?
Nah.
Whatever you want.
You got cats.
Well, we domesticated the lions
I'll
too.
give it to you.
Nah.
All right.
That's a
You
good
guys
we
were all
took a vote.
hunting.
How come we
we
took a vote
gathered
for
all of the
elephants?
baby animals in our cave.
That's a good
You have
one.
one yay, 3 nays.
Oh my
Yeah,
god! I
why
hate
not
this
pick an
world.
elephant?
That's a good one, dude. Take it.
Fred, go milk the elephant.
Exactly.
All right, let's do this. And it's sponsored by
Patricia's, where fun and fantasy meet. You know what? I can see the guy, like a pack of hunters, killing dad wolf, mom wolf,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and having and seeing the pup and being like, what are we supposed to do with this? And taking it back, and you're right. And
And
just,
I-
like
the
hand it
women
over and be
ha-
like, here, do something with this.
And we
We're
raised
supposed
them.
to milk it.
And then you guys marketed it man's best friend, and that was a whole marketing ploy that probably, wasn't real.
Well, I apologize.
Seems like a guy's idea to me.
It sounds like
Dude,
somebody's
what if I
jealous.
had a wolf? Like, that just seems like an idea a guy came up with. That doesn't seem like something. That seems like something. Inherently, it's a dumb idea. Like, I got an idea. What if a wolf just lived with us?
Yes.
That just seems like something a guy would bring to the table. Not a woman would probably have common sense and be like, "No, ugh."
They see the teeth on
Wolves
this thing.
kill our children every day. That's my point.
It's a puppy, though. He's not killing anybody.
Let's
What if
teach
we
it to
had our
protect.
own wolf? Huh? And then it just, once in a while, it pans out. One bad idea turned into maybe the greatest thing in history.
Yeah,
It was
my dog
Mowgli.
farting in my face.
It was Mowgli, who was raised by wolves and then did the reverse.
All right, Lauren, let me ask you a question. At what point in a relationship can a man pee with the door open?
Like a month in.
So you're
A
saying
month
there is
in.
a time.
Wow.
Like if you've been going hot and heavy for a month, and
It's okay?
it's okay. Yeah.
A month in dates or a month in intimacy?
What's the difference?
Dang.
No, I'm saying like you've been together. You've been banging for
Been
a month.
together for a month?
You've been doing dinners
That
and
may be a
banging.
little early.
You think that's early?
I think so.
No.
To pee with the door open?
You're talking
Yeah, it's a
dudes
bit
only.
too comfortable.
Nah.
We're still
Have you been
courting
banging
after-
for a month?
For a month?
Oh, at that
The
point,
door's probably open after coitus, like post coitus.
No.
You're cleaning up.
So you're casually dating a month, and you're peeing with the door open already?
Yeah.
Let's say you see each
you
other.
said hot and heavy.
I didn't say
You
hot and
said
heavy.
casually dating.
I said, how much time in a relationship has to pass before you could start peeing with the door open?
I'm saying a month.
A month.
You said relationship. That's different than dating. Man, I don't know. Let's just bring some class back.
Yeah.
Huh?
Okay.
Let's bring some class back. And let's set it at 6 months. Huh? What do you-
some class
what do you
back.
say?
I thought you were
I'm
going to say.
okay with that. 6 months, I think that's all right.
I'm 14 years
Yeah, but
into my
there's-
relationship, and like if I pee with the door open, all hell breaks loose in my house. So
Tim ain't having
Oh,
it.
so-
Tim ain't having it. He
I have
can't
a-
deal with like everybody pees, man. It's not like I don't have the door open when I'm taking turd time. This is just number one, and he doesn't want to hear it.
Taking turd time.
So
All right.
I'm just saying, peeing with the door open is.
Are you allowed to
Fine.
fart? Are you?
No, we've had
Are you allowed to fart in your own house?
I do fart in my own house, but he doesn't hear
but
it.
not.
In fact,
They have a
Front of
fart
Tim.
closet.
yeah, we have a fart
She
closet.
calls it the cat closet, but it's definitely the fart closet. She crawls through a little crawl space and farts
Well,
in
Tim-
You know
the
what I've been
cat's
doing
eye.
lately when I toot is I blame it on the cats. I go, oh, Clover. That's what I say.
Will Tim pee with the door open?
Sometimes, no, he's very private, that man. Like this weekend, I
like
walked
it.
into our bedroom, and we have one of those little pocket doors that slides, into the wall. And I walk in, and I didn't know he was even in the bathroom, and he was tinkling in there. And I'm like, what is this? And I was like,
Wow.
look at this.
Did you say,
This
I'm
is
proud of you?
Yeah, I was like, what are you doing? I think we're lightening up, I think.
Well, there's a story of a woman who posted online about a first date, and a guy peed with the door open on the first date.
Really setting himself up.
And she wasn't having it. She goes, first impressions, are everything. Well, in the dating world.
Yeah, because it's a slope, dude. It's a slope. So if this is okay on date one, well, what's going to happen in a decade?
This was creepy as it was anyway, this whole date. She says she met this guy at a bar. He asked her on a breakfast date, to which she agreed. So, hey, let's go out for breakfast.
That's not a bad thing.
Yeah.
But then he changed his mind and asked her to come over to his house for a movie night.
Oh.
And she said, he originally said that he wanted to do a breakfast date, but then changed his mind later and insisted I come to his place to watch a movie at night. He said he liked rom-coms, so I offered to show him one of my favorite ones.
Does it say what movie?
When I got when I got to his place, dishes were dirty, piled high. He was wearing a baggy shirt and basketball shorts. He then apparently insisted they watch the movie in his room,
You should have left.
claiming there was nowhere other than his bed to sit on.
Yeah, you should have left.
Ew.
Yeah, this whole thing is creepy.
And then we'll go on the breakfast date tomorrow.
He slowly sneaks into finding a way to snuggle me. I hate it because I barely know the guy, and his house is dirty, and he seems to be forcing this intimacy.
Yeah, you got to go.
At one point, he gets up to go to the bathroom attached to his bedroom and peed with the door open.
This man's a crazy person.
Run.
Wow,
I took
yeah.
the chance to move to the floor and finish the movie.
And that was so inconsistent to the rest of the behavior. Come on, man. Get out of there.
Disgusted by his bedroom habit, she told him she needed to leave once the movie had finished. And he asked to see her the following night, to which she told him she already had plans. He tried to hug me at the door. I backed away. Like, I can imagine, slinked, like slinked away. Like
Wait.
turned into like a noodle.
There was no intimacy, right?
No.
He tried
He tried.
to snuggle.
Movie ended. She gone.
This dude, before getting intimate at all, decided to pee with the door
Yeah.
open.
Right.
What a fool.
On her way home, she got a text from him that said, you seemed uncomfortable when you left. Is everything okay?
No, it's not okay, Chad.
She replied, I think I just lost that spark from the other night. And then he replies back, well, maybe if you weren't sleeping with half the town, you wouldn't have lost that spark.
Oh.
Damn.
Well,
How come they didn't tell us that at the beginning of this?
How does he know that?
Yeah.
I think he was just being a dick.
He put all of his cards on the table. I'm going
Well,
to show her
he's probably
exactly
like,
who
if
I am.
she's actually going to date me, then I know that she's plowed through everyone else.
Well, I mean,
You'd have never gotten here.
If you wouldn't have gone through the town.
You've given up a long time ago.
maybe it was a test. If I pee with the door open and she's still okay with it.
This is
the
true
one.
love.
Maybe
oh, yeah,
he
yeah.
thinks
This guy's
he's
a real
got
thinker.
Maybe he thinks he's got a package and he wanted her to see it. Maybe he thought that was an attribute. He's like, I'll pee with the door open a little to the side.
Huh.
She'll glance, see my lance,
Man, but-
They call
and,
me the Lancer.
and it's on after that. And that was just a bad intel.
he's going to position himself where she could in the reflection of the mirror.
But honestly,
to see his schwanz.
That's like the fourth worst red flag of the things you. Peeing with the door open was like.
Oh, yeah, this is
number 4 or 5 on the list of red flags she should have gotten out of there on. Any kind of forced snuggling is.
Let's watch
forced snuggling in someone in his room.
Let's watch the movie in my room.
First of all,
red
And
flag.
he promised pancakes, and that's really unfortunate. That's the thing I have a hard time with. Like, I want to go on the breakfast date.
yeah, I hate to be a real stickler here, but the fact that he changed plans on the first date, that inconsistency right there shows some.
Well, and to
He's
go
bad
over,
at this.
To go over a stranger's house.
If you're going to set a date,
And he didn't improve the plans.
that's what I'm saying. If you're going to set the date with me, and I'm going to say yes to it, and then you change it, I think this is we're already off on the run. You know what I mean? Like, I
Yeah.
mean, come on, you went through establishing when you wanted to do something, when you were going to ask for me to do it, and then you just put that out there and change it. That's
No
already
concrete.
that's already an issue.
Yeah.
And the dishes were dirty. Ugh,
Oh, yeah, he didn't clean up.
terrible.
I think a breakfast date actually is a charming way
It is.
Yeah, it's not.
to kind of do something different.
It's not as threatening. There's there's probably not as much weight or expectation on what you're going to do after.
You have to actually put more effort because you have to wake your ass up and look good. You're really
Put yourself together a
Put
little bit.
yourself together, or not. You know, it's your world.
She should have opened that door and said, "Oh, hey, cool basketball shorts.
Shouldn't have gone over
First
the house.
date. Bye.
That's bold
Weird
move on his part.
stranger house.
Yeah.
Hey, sorry, I was just coming to tell you that my number changed. Don't text me. Goodbye."
Hey, some of these on this list are so funny and so true. You know, somebody asked men to name things they didn't know about women until they moved in with one.
Oh, I love this.
So here are some of the highlights on this one. Just like cats, women normally gravitate to the warmest parts of the house.
What the hell?
Quote, I'm honestly unsure if she loves me or just my excess heat. They take showers with boiling water.
Yes,
You take hot showers?
I do,
Yeah, we both do.
which is good. Like, but hey,
This next one,
Tina does it, and I find that
That's crazy.
pisses me off.
that
I
she
get out
doesn't
of the-
take hot showers?
I get out of the shower looking
She's
like
Russian.
a lobster.
She takes like lukewarm showers, and I'm like, if we try to shower together, I'm like, I'm out. This sucks. I already am in the back. You're already at a disadvantage as the dude. You're in the back of the shower for the majority of the shower, hoping maybe something's going to go down, 50% of it. And then when it does, it's not good usually. Can't tell what's going on in there. And then, like, to add to that, when I do get a splash, it's just like lukewarm. I'm like, I'm getting out of here, dude. This is like dishwater. I am out.
My
I think it's
shower's-
weird if you don't have boiling. I want to boil like a layer of skin off every time I'm in
Dude,
there.
and I think I do. If I take a shower that's more than like 7 minutes,
red
it's
when I get
it's
out.
so hot. Oh,
That's
first of all,
clean.
I look like a lobster because I'm all red from the
I
heat.
look like a little baby pig
But if
ready
I'm
to
in
be
there-
dissected.
If I'm in there for more than 7 minutes, it starts hurt. I start itching.
Yeah, because it dries your skin out.
Yeah,
the
because
hot water.
I'm
You
scratching,
got to do cold.
and it looks like I was attacked.
I'll do a cold shot every once in a while, but man,
yeah, it's nice at the end.
All right, back to things about women men didn't know until they moved in together. This one is 1,000% true in my house, and I hope my wife's listening. They never finish their drinks.
Oh,
I find 2 cups of half-drunken coffee scattered around the house multiple times a week.
that's my husband, not me. I have 1 cup for the day. And here's the thing. Yesterday, Tim had 3 cups. I put them all by the dishwasher because I get yelled at whenever I put them in the dishwasher. And I do this with guests at our house, too. My mother-in-law, same as her son. It's like the little girl from Signs. There's water all over the damn house.
I'm a collector. If I see things, if I see cups unattended.
you are, dude. You are. You took my glass 3 times at your house at
Good.
Thanksgiving, where I'm like, what are you, dude? I was drinking that. And you're like, oh, sorry, I didn't know. Like,
No, get
you
it out of
were-
here.
If I see an unattended cup, it's going to the
It's
dishwasher.
going to the dish. Thank you,
Same-
Riz.
same for me.
Point for Riz.
That's awesome.
She takes her bra off at the end of the day the same way I take my belt off, with the force of 1,000 suns and a sigh of relief.
Yes. That's the best.
Women have 1 million black hair ties, and also none.
Yep.
Dude, they're
That's real.
everywhere.
That is real.
They're
True.
everywhere in my household.
Around
They're everywhere
every
until I need one.
every cylinder-looking thing has a hair tie around it at my house. So cup, hand lotion.
Men don't realize how long it takes to put makeup on. And a guy said he never saw his mom do hers and didn't realize it's, quote, a whole thing.
Scott R. Yeah.
Signed Scott R. This is the whole thing. Their hair gets everywhere. A guy's toe was hurting, so he took his shoes off and found a single hair wrapped around it, cutting off the circulation.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, when Scott was living in my house, between Mallory and Scott, it looked like a wolf fought a tiger, like in every other room.
Yeah.
But I've had that before with my hair where it tied around. My toe was hurting real bad, and I was in a surgery, so I couldn't look at it. So I had to wait till they were done with the eyeball, Then I left, and I went out there and took my shoe off, and that toe was
You had
purple.
a hair wrapped around your toe?
Yeah. And I didn't know until I was standing in there, and all of a sudden it started hurting real bad, but you can't, obviously it's you can't take your shoe off in surgery there.
It's amazing. I have hair right now looking at all of you because my hair lives on my bathroom floor. And I vacuum it and sweep it up like every couple of days. And it's like I can be making so many toupees, what I find.
Sitting on a gold mine.
For real.
Here's something I didn't know that 3 separate girls I've dated, butt crack hairs.
Oh, yeah. You have to get the hair out of your butt crack whenever you get out of the shower. Or while you're in the shower, you have to do kind of like a flossing of your butt crack.
Because your head hair
goes down to your butt crack.
Gets lodged in your crack.
and then it's an enjoyable thing. I had several girlfriends be like, yeah, it's kind of like if I found one. Got
Like cleaning out your belly button?
And then you put it on the wall and you circle it. Make it into like a little circle on the shower wall.
And I write words with it.
Yeah, it's a butt crack hair.
So the wall hairs are butt crack hairs?
Yeah.
Not all of them.
No idea.
Not all of them.
But some. She's confirming.
I'm confirming.
Pillows. Pillows everywhere.
Oh, pillows everywhere. Oh, God bless. Yes.
Brother.
How many I got in the bed? We have 4, 6.
4.
We have 7 pillows on our bed.
We've gone down to 4.
I would be completely fine just living within an igloo of all the pillows in my house. And I can't help myself. I go to World Market. They have a whole wall of pillows there.
World Market pillows are the best pillows.
I'll
I
spend
will concur on that.
$60. Oh, my God, this moon has a face. I'm buying this,
You have a lot of pillows at your house?
Yes, too many.
It's too many.
Why do you guys hate it so much?
No,
Can I just
I don't.
bounce back?
No. Hey, let's be clear. As of 2020, I gave up that fight. I surrendered. Big white flag. I said, okay, do whatever you want.
I feel like it's a cliche thing to fight about them.
Yeah.
Like
well,
we have throw pillows on the couch.
Right.
Yeah.
They're comfy.
It's
We
fun.
have a ton.
Yeah.
we have.
They tie the room together.
There's 6 on the
They do.
bed. 4 or 5 on the couches. I think there's 2 or 3 downstairs from the last batch that were on the upstairs
Yeah,
couch.
they
Those are
moved to
now
the
in the
basement.
basement. Yeah. So I mean,
Basement pillows.
there's like 3 packs of them.
Yeah, I'm glad we're
it's
on
fine.
I'm glad we're on a budget because I know our house would just be nothing but pillows.
No, I'm
You'd
totally
walk on
fine
them,
with
they'd
Well,
be stuck in the ceiling.
You hear that, baby? I'm totally fine with it.
Yeah, I hear you, buddy.
they are nice.
Hey, baby.
Especially if you have like a neutral colored couch or a lot of neutral colors. Like you can put, it's a good way to add some pop.
Sure.
Some zing.
Sure. But
Well,
pillows everywhere.
We've gone over. We actually had this conversation. She bought one of those pillows that's looks like a recliner. You know what I'm talking about? Like it's almost
yeah.
like a chair, but
Has, like,
without
the
the
little
ass
arms?
part. It's got like arms and a back.
Oh, yeah.
There's one of those on the couch now, and I'm like, it's a chair on a chair. What are we doing?
Yeah, those
Put
are
a
normal
chair
for
on
bed.
you put furniture on furniture. Like, what are we doing?
We had one of those.
That's weird.
It,
And
was,
it's
it looked
too
like it was
much.
corduroy.
Yeah, this one's
Oh, yeah.
I don't know where we got it.
I want
kind of like that.
I'm never gonna have babies, but I really want one of those pregnancy pillows. They're like the U shape that the big old mom belly so they can lay
Yeah.
on their side. I want one of those just to
like
know
a
what
body
that's
pillow?
like. Kind of, but it's like a horseshoe.
It's funny. Some
Yeah,
nights,
body pillow.
Some nights, one of those decorative pillows, because they're all in different shapes and whatever. The long ones, I'll snuggle with that thing. I like
Yeah.
that thing.
I almost pulled the trigger on it's a pillow with a hole in it where you put your arm through.
Oh, I've been seeing the commercials
yeah.
for that.
So you don't have to, and it has the big long body pillow. So you're sleeping on your side. Your shoulder's not going numb, and you got like,
It's weird looking.
Dude, it's Medcline or something. It's weird looking, but it's been in my cart like 15 times.
Do it.
I'm down.
Do it.
Come on, man, just pull the trigger. Go for
thinking about it.
What are you thinking?
Do it. And then tell us what it's like.
Yeah, report
And
back.
then tell us if we should buy one.
All right.
There's a new study out on dating apps that claims men are making a huge mistake on their profiles. They're talking about sports too much. There's nothing wrong with listing hobbies like, playing or watching sports or sharing sports-related anecdotes on dates if that's what you're interested in. But if you're trying to stand out to a potential partner, you should include a diverse set of hobbies and interests, including ones that might appeal more to another person or that you'd like to do with that other person. So according to the data, the top 5 interests for men on Tinder are football or soccer, sports, lifting weights, bars, and comedy.
Okay.
That's
Sounds
dude-
about right.
That's dude
Yeah.
stuff. Meanwhile, the top 5 interests for women are travel, music, movies, coffee, and walking.
Wow.
Okay.
So, you know,
I've just never.
these are apparently based on actual profiles.
I love walking too. I've just never considered it an interest.
I'm interested in putting one foot in front of the other and walking.
This is
Yeah, yeah.
very fascinating.
So it's a fact that
deep.
male singles are more obsessed with sports and female singles are and you know, female singles are more intrigued by the arts and long walks on the beach, I guess. The area where there's the most overlap is fitness and workouts. Says, I know this online dating stuff could be exhausting, but you know, you end up just speeding through all the inputs with the stuff you know and are most comfortable talking about. But this is just another reminder that the more varied your interests are, the more chances you have to connect with somebody. So even if
So-
that's including hobbies you want to try or things that you'd like to learn more about.
There's guys that are like, okay, I need to diversify my profile. Let me go in there and add interested in NFL. Okay. Also, UFL, CFL,
This is diversity.
and college football.
Diversity.
There you go.
And finally, imagine your kids asking what your first date was. What was your first date like? And you say, well, I ordered DoorDash, you know, to your mom's place, but I wasn't there.
Huh?
So, well, check this out. So a new poll by the dating app Wingman found first dates over video are now more popular than meeting up in person, at least for people under the age of 30. So singles between 18 and 27 were asked if their ideal first date would include getting together or just chatting on FaceTime or Zoom. 65% chose the virtual option.
That's wild. I talked about this on the last number 2 show, and it is crazy to me that that's like a thing now. That's the more likely than not.
Yeah. And they list 3 reasons why they're doing this. So first dates over video are now more popular than in person. So number 1, it's more efficient. And for young people, it's not weird at all. Like Wingman's founder says, users in that younger age group just absolutely don't bat an eye at it. You could have a quick chat and see if there's a spark. 2, it's cheaper than a real first date.
Right. Safer.
You know, if you don't have to drive or get an Uber, one of you might still, you know, buy dinner for the other or have it DoorDashed. But that's still cheaper than a restaurant. And a lot of young people feel intimidated face to face now. They feel more like themselves on Zoom or FaceTime. And if things get awkward, you don't have to make small talk until the bill comes. You just hang up.
Nope. 40 minutes is up. Free Zoom. I'm out.
Yeah, it's a bummer to hear. I feel like you're missing out on a lot of things. Yes, the awkwardness is a part of it, but overcoming that and figuring that out, that's a part of
That's a part of the dating.
growth.
That's a part of the
Right.
process.
Yeah, that's a part of growth. That's a part of and you're growing together. Like I think we all get hung up on our own awkwardness, thinking somehow that the other person is like totally comfortable and everything's
Right.
going great.
It's your first shared experience.
Exactly, but then you hear months later that they were more terrified than you were.
Well, that's your first face to face is your first shared awkwardness. That's the first.
Right, you're sharing this strangeness, and you will grow through it together sometimes, or not. And
Kids, you're missing out.
Yeah.
I know it does sound like an old guy thing to say. Kids, you're missing out, but I do think that's a big part of growing up.
Yeah, I wonder how disconnected the future is going to be with people
Yeah,
because
man.
it's going to be like, is there going to be real interpersonal intimacy on that interpersonal level where it's face to face with somebody? And I really think that if you're a psychologist, you better be getting in your lane for interpersonal relationships because that is going to
Yep.
be a huge money market here in about 10 more years.
They've already projected that.
Yeah.
I read an article on Reuters that was like interpersonal communication skills in 10 or 15 years is going to be as in demand as like computer programming was 10 years ago.
Because people are not going to know how to.
Right.
Everybody
interact
can
face-to-face.
code, nobody can talk.
Right.
Because pressure, too. People feel like if you have to go through pressure, it's a bad thing.
Yeah.
And so we're teaching our society that Yeah, you don't need to face that
It's
ever.
the
You don't
path-
need adversity. You don't need any of
It's
this
the
kind of
path of least resistance.
Yeah.
Or will it be like the movie Her with Joaquin Phoenix, where he essentially just has a relationship with a computer, and what we imagine they're going to be missing out on doesn't even exist anymore,
Yeah.
and that's going to be obsolete.
Maybe, but you mentioned money at a market, and what is business other than relationships? So the disparity that we're dealing with right now, that's been like pretty new and like and huge in the past, considering like the last like 100 years, it's only going to get worse if people are worse and worse at developing relationships.
Well, good luck, everybody.
Well, I think that they have an online girlfriend service now. It's like you sign up and you get like texts. It's basically like you have a girlfriend, but you don't. Like they have, it's a
What?
service. They'll like text you, be like, "Hey, honey, how's your day?" It's like
how
all
sad.
of the accoutrements of a girlfriend without
Any physicality?
any physicality.
And
Or even
actually
come
d-
into your apartment while you're
What
gone.
about talking to, like, what do you just have a text relationship with this fake girlfriend?
Yeah,
How sad.
it's wild. Because for me, back to the dating thing, I think there's some value in like being in the room with the person, man. Like chemistry's real.
Well, there's like
Sparks are real. I don't feel like you get them over Zoom.
even
I
like
don't believe it.
pheromones, like,
That's what I'm saying. Like you got to
like
breathe
our-
them in a little
our-
bit.
Our musks are mixing. I don't know.
agree.
Nice
That's a real thing.
I know, yeah.
And the shared experience of a date too, of like, when you're on a Zoom, of course you're going to have conversation. You have no other choice. You have to talk until you disconnect. There's nothing else to do. There's no, can you sit in silence with this person? What's your shared experience? Can you people watch with them? Like you're out in a restaurant or you're in a park or you're at breakfast or whatever's safe. But you're having a shared experience with this person to be like, this is what our life would be like together. It's a little test, right? Like this is what, because when you couple up with someone, that's what it is. You're out. It's you guys against the world. Everywhere you go, it's like, look at these people.
Yeah, you're also
Look at this. Look at this family.
you're also missing out on body language.
100%.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, but maybe intimacy is going to go obsolete. Maybe that's not going to be a thing in 50 years. People aren't going to have, because you can do everything virtually now. You
mean
can
like
have sex
Demolition Man?
virtually. Yeah.
Like they're gonna wear the little things and like
We should have sex.
almost touch.
Right.
Oh man, that demolition
It's going to be
man.
weird.
Hey, how much? Hey,
It's frightening.
How much for that fake girlfriend asking for a friend?
Yeah, make your wife jealous with your fake girlfriend.
Oh, I got a text from my girlfriend.
Oh yeah.
What?
She speaking positively about you again.
Man, can you imagine?
And is that cheating? What if you got AI girlfriend?
Wait,
Could your wife be upset?
My AI girlfriend just texted me and said, "Oh, my card's declined. I gotta."
No, but how? Like,
Update your banking
Yeah.
info.
Dadgummit.
like that is filling a void for some people,
Right.
Like receiving a text from a fake girlfriend.
Yeah, like what if your real life human spouse is lax in certain areas and you need something to supplement
But
that?
knowing it's fake is sad.
Just went on a website, fantasygirlfriend.ai. Already exists.
Here we go.
Create your own AI girlfriend. Explore and craft your AI girlfriend. Engage with virtual partners powered by artificial intelligence and receive tailored content from your digital
I
companion.
want her to have giant fake AI knockers.
Dude, they have, look,
And talk about them.
they have pictures and they'll tell you dominatrix, mistress, casual, dominatrix, that seems to be popular, submissive, cougar, mean. There's one that just says mean.
Wow.
Why would you pay for that?
Hey, back to the Lern thing. Is that
Nympho.
if Riz were to get one of the AI girlfriends,
Would my wife be pissed?
would you consider that cheating, or would she consider that cheating? I mean, it's an emotional
She would
relationship.
consider it's a waste of money. What are you doing?
I love
Never mind that.
Romanticai.com. So for you, if you want men too, you can get a lifetime subscription for $100 or weekly for $6.99.
Is it cheating?
Is it cheating? No.
It's not. It's an emotional
so.
relationship.
Dude, there's one on here. Her name is Liza Piper, and it just says crazy. You can pay to have a crazy girlfriend.
Is it not
That's awesome.
cheating because it's not a real heartbeat?
It would be a relationship ender for me anyway, because if there is a space in your life that is being filled by an AI girlfriend or boyfriend, like I don't know you.
But isn't that what pornography is essentially? Like it's you're able to act out your or at least watch your fantasies.
Yeah, but that's
that
not,
aren't happening
that's
in real
not like-
life.
but that's not personal.
What do you mean it's not personal? That's
Unless you pay the performer to start saying your name.
Yeah. I think it's more of a
generic.
No, I think it's more of a
visual
drug. I think that's I think it's less about the porn eventually, and it's more about the serotonin and the dopamine hit.
I'm just asking.
All right, well, let's
clean the pipes.
We got to take a break. We'll come back with the sex toy of the week.
I got 3 new AI girlfriends. I
Yeah,
got
we
a
need- How
crazy,
much
an
is it?
info, and a casual.
How much is it?
That's
I don't
something
know.
that's going to be talked about. If that becomes like more used, I don't even want to say more normal, but more like just a bigger thing. That's going to be something that our kids' generation and so on are going to have to like emotionally deal with, philosophically deal with. Is this a relationship or is it not?
Wow. Here's the crazy
100%.
thing, dude. I just clicked on one, and it popped up, "Hey, gorgeous, smiles. What a beautiful day. How are you doing today?" And then at the bottom, it has a suggestion of how I should respond. I'm talking, why would it be giving me that? I'm talking to a computer program, and it's
Right.
like, hey,
How good is
your
it?
vibe is magnetic. How are you? That's what it says I should say
Ask
to
it
her.
if it can help me with my cell phone bill.
Yeah. It
Can
says
I pee with
call
the door
her.
open?
All right, listen, we'll take a break. Sex toy of the week next, and we'll crown a douchebag of the day. And Moon, this one's going to kind of hit close.
Oh, no.
A douchebag of the happiest place on earth. Oh, this one's bad, too. Now, there was some swamp justice doled out, I will say that, but I don't think it's enough. It's 8:42. It is Eclipse Monday. Traffic and weather, Moon coming at you.
Traffic is brought to you by Worldwide Technology Raceway, the Confluence Music Festival with Ludacris, Riley Green, and more. And the NASCAR Cup Series, June 1st and 2nd. Tickets available now at www.raceway.com. We got delays 270 westbound between Dorset and Olive. Average speed about 30 miles an hour. And more delays 270 westbound between 44 and 255. Average speed about 35 miles an hour. Your point forecast, high clouds, but they say it won't affect the eclipse too badly. High of 80. Right now it's 54 at the Point Studio.
They were just showing on Channel 2, traffic's already building up in path of totality cities.
Illinois is a mess.
People heading down to Carbondale, people heading down to, where's another?
McCanda,
Elephant Rocks.
Perryville.
You're heading out to Litchfield?
Correct.
After the show today, what time is that shindig start?
Litchfield starts at 10, and I know that I'm going on at 2:30. The Sun and Moon are opening for me. No big deal. And let's see. Yeah. Doors open at 10. Show starts at 11. There'll be some comedians before the Eclipse, then the Eclipse, then me, then Steve Ewing, and the full band around 4. Then they show a movie at dark. They raffle off the PS5. Should be a bunch of vendors, booths, all kind of food.
All right, so where's this at?
It's in Litchfield at the Skyview Drive-In in Litchfield, Illinois. So I'll be going on at 2:30 today. So you guys aren't doing anything. Just take a half day.
No,
Run up
and
to
you can get
Litchfield.
tickets there, right?
You can get tickets there. Yeah, and you can get them in advance at cheapafvideos.com, or you can get them at the gate.
Now, listen, if you are going to be out on the roads today, slow down, be extra careful.
Litchfield's north, so I'm
Dang
hoping
it.
it'll be.
Especially before and after the eclipse, Scott, because a study found there was a brief but significant 31% jump in accidents surrounding the big eclipse back in 2017.
Whoa.
That translates to an extra crash every 25 minutes and one additional fatality every 95 minutes. Now, most of those crashes probably weren't caused by the eclipse itself. They think it had more to do with the extra traffic, people driving unfamiliar routes, people speeding to get to their viewing area in time, drivers getting distracted by the eclipse itself,
People wearing those glasses while they're trying to drive.
which you shouldn't do,
Right.
pedestrians viewing the eclipse from the side of the road, and more drunk drivers because of, quote, eclipse-related celebrations.
Yeehaw. Oh, man.
There could be even more crashes this time, especially around the path of totality, stretching from Texas to Maine. You know, more people are within driving distance this time. Half of Americans live within 200 miles of it. So just be careful, Rafe.
Thank
Your
you.
travels.
Thanks, I will.
All you guys out there, too, be careful. Don't do anything stupid. All right, here's this. Rafe,
Yes.
what do we got this week?
Well, in honor of what day is today? Today is Eclipse Day. We have the Eclipse thrusting rotating prostate probes. King Scott, you said you wanted to try something new.
Yeah, this is it. The Eclipse
This is
thrusting
it, brother.
rotating prostate probe.
$52.49 on adamandeve.com. 3.3 out of 5 stars with 187 reviews. It thrusts, it vibrates, and it rotates for anal thrills. Enter a kinky playland of naughty backdoor pleasures, and it's so easy. Just lubricate your Eclipse thrusting rotating prostate probe, gently slip it in, then buckle up for a wild backdoor theme park thrill ride full of thrusting, rotating, and vibrating stimulation.
Wow. Well, now, what point do I have to start Dark Side of the Moon?
Right now. Right when I say description, start Dark Side of the Moon, and it'll hit. Right when that heartbeat hits, that's when your prostate will throb. Description. The Eclipse thrusting rotating prostate probe, centrally curved silicone shaft, contoured base, and easy push button control lets you dive deep into effortless stimulation. Experience comfortable insertion, effortless stimulation, and gentle removal with the accommodating ergonomic shape, flexible design, and curved base. Just remember the lube. Choose the intensity of your pleasure and ride wave after wave of unique internal stimulation. Thanks to Eclipse's synchronized rotation, vibration, and thrusting actions, there are 12 stimulation functions that combine intense vibrations with integrated state-of-the-art memory chip. Remembers how you liked it the last time.
Whoa.
That's crazy. By starting on the last function used. Makes your rotations will make you thrust and make your head spin for one gasm after another. And a travel lock protects your privacy by making sure the vibe won't turn on accidentally in your suitcase at the airport or sitting home in a drawer.
That's important, guys.
That is
That's
important.
good technology.
That's important.
That's good tech. Whether you employ this probe for solo fun or during foreplay or sex, a pair of powerful motors in the shaft and base delivers satisfying rumbling stimulation, and the contoured body flexes and moves with you during your wildest X-rated moments. Hop on to enjoy 45 minutes of high-speed stimulation and groove for up to an hour at low speed with the rechargeable stimulator. It takes 90 minutes to fully recharge, and you're back in the saddle. The Eclipse thrusting rotating prostate probe is recommended for guys who want to explore the next level in prostate pleasures. Women can enjoy the multifunction mechanical plug for its unique backdoor sensations as well. Adventurous couples can have a lot of fun with this bad boy. Just get enough lube.
Okay.
That was a very thorough description.
Yeah.
Let's just get to a couple reviews since the description was ungodly long. Reviews. As a beginner exploring new things, my wife and this toy was very easy, pleasing, and did not hurt one bit. Small for a new beginner, the rotating and thrusting felt good and strong vibrations. A lot of men think it's gay to try prostate massagers, but it's not at all. I suggest this to anyone who is reading this review and thinking about trying new things. 5 stars, Cantaloupe Poppy.
Now, don't bring cantaloupes into this.
Yes, well, thank you. But you know what? Thank you, Cantaloupe Poppy, for
How do you get that
normalizing
nickname?
prostate play.
Cantaloupe Poppy?
How do you get that nickname?
I don't know.
The club.
Curious.
Cantaloupe Poppy.
What are you putting that cottage cheese in? It's Cantaloupe Poppy. All right.
Cantaloupe Poppy. It's gonna
I
stick.
love it. Cantaloupe Poppy's a cool name. Next review, I do have many toys. With that said, I have none that work like this one does. This feels so good. Going in, then start the vibrating thrusting mode. I only made it through about half of the settings before I was exploding like a wild man.
Wow.
Whoa.
The vibrations are fantastic, and the thrusting action is so good. I plan on wearing this toy out in no time flat. It feels that good. The fact that it's waterproof gives me an opportunity to try it in the shower. I love it. 5 stars, Panty Guy.
Yeah.
Man,
Panty Guy.
I want Cantaloupe
Cool.
Poppy and Panty Guy to hang out.
If they get together.
Oh, dude. Miami, look out. Cantaloupe Poppy and Panty Guy are on Ocean Avenue. All right, final review, because I want to be fair. It's not as good. It's meh. It's something that goes up your naughty place, which is nice, but it doesn't seem anywhere close to the prostate. Not much in the way of thrusting either, just moves up and down a few centimeters and wiggles. Vibration isn't pleasant for me personally, but the main issue that is just doesn't hit the spot it needs to. Then again, I am a woman.
And you do not have a prostate. Okay.
Yeah, maybe she should have looked up prostate. 2 stars.
Oh.
Little Bean.
Oh. All right. Well, there you go. That is the sex toy of the week, the Eclipse thrusting, rotating prostate probe.
Thank you, Little Bean.
An apt toy for today being Eclipse Day. Thank you, Rafe.
Eclipse Day. Yeah, no problem.
Thank you, Cantaloupe Poppy.
And Panty Guy. And Little Bean.
All right, we got to crown the douchebag of the day before we move on. And today's douchebag of the day comes from the happiest place on earth, Disney World.
Unbelievable.
Where 61-year-old Brent George is facing several charges after a fight broke out at one of the bars at one of the parks down there in Orlando. Brent has been charged with 4 counts of battery after the incident took place back in January at the Bellevue Lounge, which is at Disney's Boardwalk Inn. This guy, he approached a group of 4 people and started making fun of a woman with Down syndrome.
Oh, man.
While he was hammered, which is no excuse. He was confronted by the woman's mom, but ended up pushing her, slapping another female guest who attempted to intervene.
Oh, please tell me this is the Swamp Justice story.
Brent then punched a man on the neck before that guy socked Brent in the face.
Nice.
Another person at the bar broke the fight up, removed Brent from the scene. He was evaluated by medical staff before being taken to jail. So there you go. Brent George is today's douchebag of the day for making fun of a Down syndrome woman.
And they definitely got some good licks on him because he has cuts all over his face.
Yeah, they did.
They did good.
At Disney.
Yeah.
What are you even doing there? Like,
what an a-hole.
Such an a-hole.
I don't know, but I hope they lit his ass up.
It looks like they did, which is nice. All right, Moon. As somebody who was just down at Disney, this kind of hits close to home.
Well, can't have that many weapons in there, but maybe you can sneak in a taser. Let's just start with a taser.
Yeah, all right. Here we go. This is for you, Brent George.
Taser, taser, taser.
Douche. 2 first names. Okay.
Well, heck, I think we're now outside of the, we're off resort. So maybe bring in the tank?
Oh, damn. Okay.
I mean, this is...
Roll the tank. All right.
This seems
quickly.
That's right. This seems like a cowardly fella. He's hiding underground, or he's doing something. So you know how much I like the bunker buster.
Oh, we're calling it an airstrike.
That's right.
All right.
Wow.
Okay.
Cool.
And
I think that does
takes
it.
care of that. Thank you, Moon.
Yeah, man.
All right, let's take a break. When we come back, let's give away some stuff. We'll play 3 and 5, and we have some great prizes today. We've got Point Fest tickets. We have Red Hot Chili Pepper tickets. We got 30 Seconds to Mars tickets, and we got some 41 tickets. So 3 and 5, simple game we play on Mondays. Moon's going to give you a category. You name 3 things in that category within 5 seconds. 2 out of 3 categories right, you win your choice of prizes. No ums or ahs to start your answer. Lern and Rafe, you are the judges. Very firm today on Eclipse Day. Very firm. Will do. 314-624-3833 or 618-398-3833. 3 and 5. We'll play next. Oh, we got some fabulous prizes. We've got Point Fest tickets. Point Fest 2024 featuring Bad Omens, Wage War, Grandson, Avatar, and more. Saturday, May 18th at the Hollywood Casino Amphitheater. We got tickets, lawn tickets, to go see the Red Hot Chili Peppers Big Summer Show July 30th at the Amphitheater. We got tickets to go see 30 Seconds to Mars Big Summer Show at AFI, Poppy and Kenny Hoopla, August 2nd at the Amphitheater. And we got tickets to go see Sum 41 with special guest The Interrupters, April 24th over at the Factory. So we're playing 3 and 5. So Moon's going to give you a category. You name 3 things in that category within 5 seconds. 2 out of 3 categories right, you win your choice of prizes. No ums or ahs to start your answer. Lern and Rafe are the esteemed judges.
Yes.
And their judgment is final and binding. So let's get to it. 314-624-3833 or 618-398-3833. Shane, Maryland Heights. Good morning, Shane.
Good morning.
All right, Shane, let's play 3 in 5.
Okay, Shane. Hey, name 3 classic rock songs.
Freebird.
Killing it.
Long enough to be 3 songs in 1 song, but that's not going to do it for us
Okay.
today.
I'm just going to keep asking that one until somebody gets it.
Next.
Name 3 things you see at an Easter egg hunt.
Eggs, baskets, grass.
Eggs, baskets, grass.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, final one here, Shane. What?
Oh, nothing.
You didn't like the answer?
No.
Oh, there you went.
No, I'm just looking at the list.
Okay.
Name 3 vegetables that are not green.
Carrot, purple cabbage, radish.
Nope. Nope.
Too late.
Purple cabbage. Interesting choice.
Purple cabbage.
You said that we're not green?
That we're not green.
green.
Red pepper, orange pepper.
He got
Yellow
tied up
pepper.
there, man.
Tomato.
Purple cabbage.
Purple cabbage.
Potato.
All right, Matt Litchfield. Good morning.
Hey.
Morning, Hooshe Show.
All right, Matt, you going to go see Rafe later today?
If I get home in time from work, I might.
All right. Yeah, he's out in your neck of the woods today. All right, Matt, here we go. 3 and 5.
Name 3 former Cardinal players.
Mark McGuire, Ray Langford, Ron Gant.
Whoa! Whoa, man. All right, Matt, nice job. Next.
Name 3 ways to get in shape.
Call him on date, ring, flowers.
Ooh.
I
said 3 ways to get in shape.
What did you give
I'm
answers
sorry.
to?
I thought you said get a chick. My bad.
That's kind of wording Scott would use. I'm a bit more of a...
Okay, all right. That's fine. You still got one more, Matt. Here we go.
Name 3 actors or actresses in any Dune movie.
Never seen Dune.
There's
How you doing?
There's enough big ones though in the new movies that I thought even if somebody hadn't seen them, they got answers to give, right? I mean, come on.
No. Listen, we got good prizes here. I don't care if these are
top
impossible.
shelf. Right. We don't
You
wanna
got chili
give
pepper
these,
tickets on the line.
You got to work for this.
Josh in Freeburg. Good morning, Josh.
Good morning, guys. Happy birthday,
Ooh,
Riz.
this guy's amped up.
Hey!
Who's ready for the eclipse?
Yeah.
All right, here we go, Josh.
Name 3 things you see in a doctor's office.
Chair, doctor.
Get out of here with
damn it.
What are you doing?
All right, Moon, calm down. I hear Pat Sajak yelling.
Yeah, sometimes you do.
He never
those
yells.
are the fun ones.
He never
I think
yells.
that's the Christmas special.
All right, Josh, 0 for 1. No ums or ahs.
Shift in the answering.
Name 3 movies about prisons.
Escape. Dang it.
Gosh, damn it.
Escape.
Hey, you sunk yourself on that.
Escape.
We just killed that guy's total buzz, dude.
And I want Josh to call back tomorrow for whatever game we play tomorrow because
Well, he did all the cocaine
I
today.
like his
so.
energy.
I did
I
like
want
his
him to
energy.
win.
I wanted him to get an answer.
Couldn't do it though. Andrew.
Hey, happy birthday, Riz.
Hey, thanks, Andrew. Let's go. 3 and 5.
Name 3 sports that do not involve balls.
Good.
Get the hell out of here with you.
Do it. Son of a. Ah.
It's okay.
What were you going to say? What were you going to say? What was your
Josh
first,
Guy.
what was your first
Football.
answer? Gonna be? Football.
Football.
Football involves balls.
It's not an actual ball. That's not ball, though.
It's literally called a
It's
football.
called football. It's a football.
So
Next time you.
no loss, I guess.
Yeah.
Football is the balls in the name.
I know. It's a
You're killing
Monday.
me,
It's been
Andrew.
clipped. Hey, Josh threw me off. I was all ready to go,
Let's
and
put
then
Josh
Josh
put
eclipsed
out of our
Andrew.
head.
Do I get to try tomorrow too?
Well, you get
You
to
get
try.
one
You
more
get
done
to
yet.
try here. You're not done yet. Here we go.
The confidence.
Give me an easy one.
Name 3 things you see in a jail cell.
Prisoners, jails, toilets.
Jails? No.
A jail cell.
You see a jail cell and a jail cell?
Yeah.
Prisoners?
Yeah.
Someone has
You
a
see a jail
diorama.
cell in the
Someone
jail.
has a diorama of a
You're gonna
jail
put them in
cell.
the office?
Get the hell out of here.
I said,
No, I'm sorry.
Spiders
See you
are
tomorrow.
known
Call
as
back tomorrow.
dioramas.
He said, "See you tomorrow."
See you tomorrow.
All right, man.
I think he probably meant to say bars.
I think I'm having a good time.
Jails.
Ever since I was yelling.
I think he meant to say bars.
Jails.
Whatever, man.
Okay. Chris, hello.
Good morning. Happy birthday, Riz.
Hey,
hello.
thanks, buddy. Here we go. Chris, 3 and 5.
Name 3 types of cookie.
Chocolate chip, oatmeal, snickerdoodle.
Fine.
Yeah. Okay. Here Here we go. Let's get a winner.
Name 3 of your favorite songs.
Killing it.
I don't know.
That throws people off because they're like, wait a minute, I actually get to have an opinion about something?
Yeah, that does throw people off.
That's my favorite.
Last one, Chris. Come on, you get this right, you win.
Okay.
Hey, before we get to him.
Okay,
Chris, if you win, what do you want?
Some 41.
Some 41 tickets on the line. Woo! Here we go, Chris.
It's going to be a big one. Here we go. Name 3 countries where they drive on the right side of the road.
England, Ireland, Japan.
Nope.
We drive
USA.
on the right here.
We drive on the right side of the road. Sorry, Chris.
Oh, man.
England out.
I saw a guy driving a really cool Toyota. I think it was a Toyota the other day, and it was a vintage car, and he was on the right side, but it wasn't like a cool, it wasn't like fixed up or anything. This was definitely like a junker.
So it was a piece of garbage?
It was a piece of garbage, but he was driving in the right, and I sped up to see who was driving this thing, and of course it was like this hippie guy. I don't know. I wish I could tell you what it was. I've never seen a truck like that before.
Old.
Cool.
Old. Had some racing stripes down it. It looked
What?
cool. Was not expecting him to be a mailman or anything. I mean, he looked like a mailman in it.
Justin, hello.
Good morning, Rizzuto Show. Happy birthday, Liz.
Thanks, buddy. All right, here we go.
Name 3 things you see at a concert.
People, merchandise, food.
Yeah.
Just under the gun. Just under the gun. All right, Justin.
People, merchandise, and food.
You do. I'm at a concert, right?
Yeah. That's a concert.
That is a concert.
Maybe some music.
Maybe.
Maybe musicians, yeah.
Speaking of concerts, name 3 shows at the pageant this year.
Red Hot Chili Peppers. I can't even think.
It's a tough one. Tough
Nope.
one.
I wish
They
they were
will
playing
be-
the pageant.
Oh, my God.
The Chili
it'd be
Peppers
amazing.
playing the amphitheater. All right, final one, Justin. Justin, if you win, what do you want?
Do you guys still have Rob Zombie tickets?
No, we got Point Fest tickets, Chili Pepper tickets, 30 Seconds to Mars tickets, some 41 tickets.
Probably a 30 Seconds to Mars.
All right. 30 Seconds to Mars, UC and Jared Leto on the line. Here we go.
Name 3 race car drivers.
Dale Earnhardt, Jeff Gordon, Dale Earnhardt Jr.
Oh, yeah.
That was my last question.
There we go. All right. Thank you, Justin.
You've answered that before?
I guess so.
Wild.
All right, one more.
Okie dokie.
Sylvia, hello.
Hi, good morning.
Hi.
Good morning, Sylvia. Here we go. Final contestant for today's 3 and 5.
Name 3 things that are good with peanut butter.
Crackers, chips, sandwiches.
Yes.
Crackers, chips, and sandwiches.
All great.
Yes.
Peanut butter.
Okay. We'll accept it. Next.
Name 3 things that Riz may have had for breakfast this morning.
Banana, cereal, and oatmeal.
What's that?
Could add any of those things.
What did you have?
I actually had a bagel with cream cheese. Sylvia wins. That's
All
it.
right, that's a win.
What kind of bagel?
It was, I don't know, it was an everything bagel that I toasted that was in the freezer. Like at my house.
Nice.
You ate it on the way here in the car?
No, I ate it at my desk.
Oh.
Just with regular cream cheese. I like the whipped Philadelphia cream cheese, just so you
Yeah,
know.
me
if you're-
too, man.
If you're scoring at home.
Me too.
Yeah.
I hate the brick, the brick,
Oh,
the
dude.
foil brick.
It's always you can't spread it.
You can't spread it, and it always becomes messed up and disgusting.
Agreed.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do know what you mean.
When you have people in your house that don't know what the hell they're doing, and they open up the foil from the wrong way,
It's
and they
yet-
don't roll it up right.
Yeah, it's yet another one of those things where when they came out with the whipped version, once you try it, you go, oh, okay, well, this is going to put the other version out of business. Why
No,
would
but
we
yet
ever go
somehow
back?
still,
It's still kicking.
I guess the bricks are good for cooking.
Yeah.
Whatever, man.
Making beef stroganoff or whatever.
Whatever, like a
Put the
cake.
whole thing in there.
Get out of here.
It's pre-measured.
It is pre-measured. Yeah, I understand that part. But if you bring home bagels and you bring the brick of cream cheese,
You're not trying.
get out of here.
And she brought up the Toyota truck moments ago, and on the way home from your neck of the woods the other night or last weekend or whatever, I saw a Cybertruck in the wild for the first
Oh,
time.
I've never seen one.
Real dorky.
Odd looking.
Too many
Cool.
corners?
I've yet to see one on the road.
Real dorky looking and wild. Like, just not cool.
By the way, I know my story was lame earlier about the Toyota, and somebody goes, maybe it was the Toyota Land Cruiser or a Hilux Surf. And it might be that Hilux Surf. It was cool. I'd never seen it before, and I wish I had more details for you, but I'm not a car guy.
Yeah.
So
that became
It wasn't a dorky Cybertruck.
Very apparent when you told that story.
my brain had stopped.
All right, we'll take a break. We'll come back with sports. It's 9:27. It is Monday. Traffic and weather. Moon coming at you.
Traffic brought to you by Worldwide Technology Raceway, the Confluence Music Festival with Ludacris, Riley Green, and more, and the NASCAR Cup Series June 1st and 2nd. Tickets available now at www.raceway.com. Entry ramp 255 eastbound at exits 55 eastbound blocked due to a crash. There's also a little bit of traffic there, kind of going both ways, probably from the Eclipse traffic. Your point forecast, high clouds, but they say it won't affect the Eclipse too badly. High of 80. Right now it's 62 at the Point Studio.
All right, listen up. Here's what happened this weekend.
Sports brought to you by DraftKings, a casino queen. Called to book your bracket bash watch parties at DraftKings Sportbook now with a 4-point night during a 6-5 Blues shootout win over the Ducks on Sunday at Honda Center. Robert Thomas busted out of a slump with a goal and 3 assists. Kyrou scored the game-deciding goal for the Blues in the first round of the shootout, and Bennington stopped all 3 shots he faced in the shootout. Blues play Chicago Wednesday.
They basically need to win out. They cannot lose a game to even have a chance to make the playoffs.
Oh, they got it.
It's that bad. It's not good.
Yeah, swing way,
Not
boys.
looking good.
Kyle Gibson gave up a 6-run first inning that included a pair of 3-run home runs, followed by another run in the second inning. Gibson pressed on, though, and made it through 6 innings. He asked Marmol to let him take the mound for the 7th in the Cardinals' 10-3 loss in front of a crowd of just under 40,000 at Busch Stadium for the finale of the home opening 3-game series. Cards play the Phillies at home today, 6:45 p.m. On the other side, the Battlehawks kicker drilled a 22-yard field goal as time expired Saturday night to propel the Battlehawks to a thrilling 27-24 win over Arlington in front of a record crowd of 40,317.
40,000 in at the Dome. That's great.
Yeah.
The Battlehawks are 1-1. They won their UFL home opener and provided the largest crowd in recent history of organized spring football with an awesome finish. They lost their first one 18-16 in Michigan last weekend on a 64-yard field goal in the closing seconds. The crowd on Saturday almost equaled the combined total of all 4 UFL opening week contests of 45,000.
Wow. So
Isn't that awesome?
We packed 40,000 into the Dome. That's wonderful.
Yeah.
Pretty crazy.
Yeah, let's keep that going.
Pretty cool. City SC posted its second shutout of the season on a chilly Saturday night at a sold-out City Park.
What a barn burner.
Yeah, it was 0-0.
0-0.
Still couldn't beat FC Dallas. Final score was 0-0. City SC played its 5th tie in 7 games, matching its total for all of last season. Bummer. The women of South Carolina beat Iowa yesterday to win the NCAA Women's National Basketball Championship, though. Here is the final call.
Perfection with a touch of sweet redemption. Undefeated South Carolina has won its 3rd national championship.
I watched this yesterday. I watched actually the whole game. That whole Caitlin Clark story is pretty interesting,
Yeah, it
her
gets
being
more,
like the best women's player of all time.
gets more interesting, too, and I'll talk about that story tomorrow because I'm going to run out of time today. 2 of the best teams all season will meet to decide the champion, though. Purdue will take on UConn in the NCAA Men's Basketball National Championship game tonight. Boilermakers got to the final by defeating NC State 63-50, and the Huskies held off Alabama 86-72. UConn's trying to repeat as national champs, while Purdue will be looking for its first title. Game will be on TBS, TNT, and True TV at 8 p.m. St. Louis time. That's your sports. I'm Moon, and boom goes the dynamite.
Nope.
Oh, let's see.
We'll see
get them tomorrow.
Night.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean,
enjoy the eclipse.
Yeah, you too. Thanks.
May the eclipse be with all you.
And also with you.
Good luck in case we're raptured or whatever happens.
Nah, man.
Make sure you have a full tank of gas. I don't know.
I'm going to use the bathroom before.
Yeah. Do that. Start Dark Side of the Moon at 1:20 and 7 seconds.
Yeah.
I'm doing it.
Are you really going to do it?
Oh, yeah.
Man, that's cool.
I'm actually looking forward to doing it. I'm actually imagining myself right now outside with the speaker on. And here we go. Jesus, take me.
Hey, a lot of people were talking about last week's idea about getting the blow-up dolls with helium, and I think a lot of people are going to be doing that. So if you do see it, just know it was born here on this show.
All right. Try to shoot it down.
Yeah, don't shoot at it.
All right, today's our wrap-up sponsored by
Jack in the Box. Jack Wraps, a little bit of healthy, a little bit of indulgence only at Jack.
All right, what is today's podcast title?
Well, I have to ask Scott, but here were the three contenders. One was the parents were bums. The other was you got doogie teeth. And I think we ended up going with big old banging tortoises.
Yeah, that's
Big
the
old
one.
banging tortoises.
They're all good.
So this is their day.
Okay.
It's a beautiful day.
All right, what else you got?
Oh yeah, you know what? Soccer 101 podcast. We got a bunch of episodes coming, and it's not the most exciting start to the start of the season for St. Louis City SC, but we've had a lot of exciting things to talk about and more to come. Also, Can You Feel the Punk Tonight is coming up May 11th, 3 p.m. and an 8 p.m. show. And also, if you're going to be in the New York area, I know we have a lot of New York weirdos. I think Webster Hall is coming up on Friday, playing New York City on Friday, and then Atlantic City on Saturday with Goldfingers. So come out and say hi.
Awesome. Learn.
I got nothing.
All right. Rafe.
Follow me on social medias at I am Rafe Williams, and you're not doing anything. If you leave right now, it's an hour drive to Litchfield. Come watch the Eclipse, hang out with me and Steve Ewing, watch a movie, get a PS5. What else are you doing today?
That's it, man.
Come to Skyview Drive-In today. I'll be going on at 2:30. Get there by then, or else it means nothing to me.
Okay. Scott.
Yeah, go see Rafe today in Litchfield. It'll be a good time.
All right, we leave you with a selection from our Teamers Member of the Day, brought to you by Hot Shot, St. Louis home for Blues hockey. From Plainfield, Illinois, Jennifer Enright is out. And Jennifer wants to hear this song. Here it is. Enjoy it. Dine next. See you tomorrow. Goodbye.
Energy up.
Bye.